Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so excited to be streaming some video games today. I feel like even though it's only been 2 days, I'm like, it's game time, y'all. It's game time, y'all. Welcome. Hi, Brandon. Grimshifter, I see that. Nerdy Goodies Redemption. Heyo. Yes, there will be some loot coming your way. Same thing with Dre Carey. You said I heard you need help cleaning out the closet. Yes, I love it. Okay, let me go ahead and mark those down. You know what? I'll do it after the stream. But reach out to me on Discord if I don't reach out to you to get all your shipping deets and that kind of stuff so I can get that out to you. Jay, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Almost a 1-year subiversary. Appreciate you. I've got a lot of games to get through today. It is a Gong Show Wednesday. And if we have time at the end of today's Gong Show Wednesday to do a game on request game, I liked when we did that last time. I think that worked out and was really fun. Zio Alexo, you're currently filling out a job application. That does not sound fun, but sending all the good vibes your way to get the job. Hopefully, fingers crossed for you, my friend. But yeah, today is a Gong Show day, which means it's an indie game showcase, even though I normally do those on Tuesdays. I had another booking yesterday, so I had to move it to today, Wednesday. So it's a wacky Wednesday where we're doing Gong Show games. What game on did I do last time? CP Falcon, it was yours. We did Suzerain. It was one of yours. So I believe it was last Gong Show. It might have been 2 Gong Shows ago. But yes, we did Suzerain. And I will say, I'm not cut out for that game, CP. It was a whole lot of reading. It felt like Political Science, the visual novel. And in the beginning, I was like, I don't have enough information here to make the right decision. And then as it got on, it was like, here's way too much information. And I was like, woo, okay. And then good on the devs, because I felt a ton of pressure as if I was a political leader. And I was like, you know what? I don't ever want this job. I did not train for this. I don't have a degree for this. I feel wildly inept to be making these kinds of decisions for a whole society. And it just gave me a lot of anxiety. And I was like, I can't with this. I feel like I'm ruining everyone's lives. I can't. But I'm sure that's the devs wanted you to feel. It's like political leader simulator. That's what the devs wanted you to feel. I was like, ooh, this does a special thing to my anxiety levels that I don't like. But CP, it doesn't surprise me that you loved it. There's a lot of people that loved it. It's got great Steam reviews. It has a huge, very dedicated following. STS says, but Frostpunk is fine. Frostpunk is not real to me. I mean, not that Suzerain is necessarily real either, but there's a fantasy element to Frostpunk. And so I feel detached from it, right? I think Suzerain hit a little too real with world events, and I was like, ooh, I can't. Nope, no. Not Manor Lords, Lucas. We were talking about Suzerain, which we played as the game on request game after either last Gong Show or the one before that. I don't quite remember. But I'm happy I experienced it, so I know what people are talking about when they're talking about that game. But yeah, I was like, I can't spend any more time in this game without feeling really sad. Donna, welcome back. Hello. And as you know, visual novels don't always do super well on the channel, so that also, I think, played into it. It might be a better to game off stream game than a stream game. I don't know. But I do know a lot of people love it, so thank you for suggesting it. I'm glad that I got a chance to experience it, even though it's a game that I was like, I will watch other people play this. I cannot play this myself. But speaking of games I am going to play myself, we've got a really packed lineup today. So I want to go ahead and jump into our first game, which I already have the Twitch category on for. But it's called Seablip. Let me go ahead and start up Seablip. Hawaiian guy said, now I need to watch the VOD. Yeah, I think it was last Gong Show, but I could be wrong. Thank you for the stream streaks, Chicago and Ricky. Hello, Jay Shaw. Hello. Okay, so Seablip looks like it's launching. As it's launching, I will let you know what I know about it so far. So, Seablip is developed by solo dev Jadar Soli. I hope I said your name correctly. We love a solo dev up in here. Keyboard and mouse are recommended. Okay, great. But controller support will be part of the early access roadmap. Published by Vibity. It's currently in early access as of May 17th, and it's expected to stay in early access until at least 2025. Currently available on both PC and Mac. And here's what it says. Go from humble beginnings to a feared pirate captain in this seafaring open world adventure. Enhance your reputation as you take on bounties, upgrade your ship, hire a crew, and search for treasure, or just go fishing instead. Features an open world map with islands to explore, treasures to find, and enemies to fight. There's over 48 unique upgrades to enhance your ship, including its crew size, attack, defense, specialties, and element resistances. You can face off against 7 different challenging bosses, and it includes a variety of minigame challenges, including fishing, lockpicking, and more in development. So let's go ahead and check out Seablip. Okay, continue. New game. Okay. Looks like we do have a very basic content creation. I'm going to turn our music down, although I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're vibing. This pirate's kind of cool, honestly, but let's just see what other options we have. The bodies are 1 or 2. It looks like it's just changing his facial hair, but it's got to be more than that. Oh, I guess we can't see the hair because of the hat. Oh, gotta love the pirate hat, but let's, for the hair purposes. Yeah, I don't know what the body difference is. Maybe if I take away the beard. Oh, it's like thicker neck or not thick neck. Let's go not thick neck. Oh, could I be like, oh, like a lady pirate. All right. Lady pirate with a sweet beard. Yeah, I'm kind of into that. Oh man, coat. Okay. I want to look as piratey as I can. So here we're gonna go with that pirate jacket. Shirt's fine. Pants are fine. Pants color and skin color you can change. Hair color you can change. What's this change? Oh. Oh man. Really, I could be Bluebeard. Bluebeard the lady pirate. That's what I'm going with. With rosy cheeks and a big old pirate hat. I love it. Starter upgrades, a demi-cannon, and a wood pump. Now I could change this to a squivello cannon, although it's got weak health. Bronze cannon, also weak. Upgrade damage is powerful. Let's go with what it suggests right off the top. What's the wood pump do? Provides useful when your ship is leaking. Okay, that sounds good. This menu looks very Stardew Valley. It does a little. Character name is blank. Select name to start your journey. Oh, sorry. I forgot about the name. Let's Lady Bluebeard. Oh, hold on. I gotta make Bluebeard. Lady Bluebeard. Start journey. Day 1, year 1. Oh! The horizon, but spelled funny. Arctic ice melts faster than a popsicle, sending thousands of icebergs into the Redcoats and Bluecoats war zone. Peace talks are on ice. Melting ice, a wood ship's dice. New chief security. Octopus Company has hired a new security chief known for his brutal personality. Oh, I like the look of this. Grandpa? Ahoy! So this is your new home. Pirate attacks are very common in this sea. Do you have any defenses in place? Don't think so, Grandpa. Let's say ain't necessary. You see, I'd like to give you one of my old ship cannons, if you're interested. Oh sure, I want. Or no need, Grandpa. I can manage on my own. We'll say, oh sure. All right, that is a Gong Show win for Seablip today. Woot woot! Congratulations. It is also 10% off in early access on Steam right now. Congratulations to the solo dev who made this. We're going to play it for about another 10 minutes to check it out. This might not be the best position for a cannon. Let's have a look at the other side of the island. I feel like this one just on visuals and music alone. Eureka! This should be your part of the island dedicated to defense. You even have an old castle ruin. Oh. Great job. This should work for now. You should hire some guards to protect your island if you're away exploring the world. Well, I've got to go now. A secret voyage calls. Secret mission? Yes. Something about octopus outlaws slaughtering thousands of whales. A dreadful act. Can't say more, kid. Okay. So I can go up, down, left, right. I can go up here. Shift is run. J is journal. So let's see what it says in my journal. Cast anchor and test new waters. Get your first guard or hire a free sailor. Okay, use your small rowboat to reach your main ship from the west or east side of the island. All right, I don't want to do that yet. I should probably get my first guard. Grandpa William warned me that my island sits in pirate-infested waters. He advised recruiting guards to protect myself. Since this is a land-based job, regular sailors won't be much help. So I guess I'll have to ask around on other islands for assistance. Developer note, not ready yet. All right, well, we won't be doing that yet. Hire a free sailor. You've heard rumors about a sailor from the Whale Mail Company who arrived at your island offering his services for free. You can find him to the left of your house. All right, well, let's go do that. And here, I'm going to close this. Oh, what's that? Click on it. Oh, I can click to... Oh, I got something. I got some loot. How do I investigate that? I don't know. Let's see. Inventory. Okay, I do have some good stuff here. Placeable light. Oh, it looks like it might have like a Minecrafty and crafting element to it. Yeah, my cargo deck here. Okay. Player, Lady Bluebeard. Here's all my specs. Crew transfer menu. This is my ship. Okay. Crafting. Captain's log. My map. And I guess that's it. Settings and exit game. Okay. Well, let's see. Bounty Hunter. Okay, show quests. Let me look at over here in these settings to see. It doesn't have a show controls. There we go. Skip text. Left click, right click. Island controls. Interact and talk is E. That's what I was missing. Oh, I guess this is my craft upgrades. That's how I can see that at my crafting bench. That makes sense. We're off to find a sailor. Those are steps I can go up and down. Oh, oh, okay. We got stuff. Hi, Lady Bluebeard. Here's a little gift from us at the farm. Some seeds for planting. Should you ever need additional tools or seeds for planting, remember that our shop is always open to you at Seablip's farm. Warm hugs, Nala and Antonio. Thank you. Dear Lady Bluebeard, I'm having a bit of a problem with the bridge outside my house on Seablip Island. I was wondering if you might be able to spare some time to come take a look at it and fix it for me. As a token of my appreciation, I have something I believe you'd be interested in. A magical bottle that can store ships. Best regards, Alfred. Okay. Ahoy there! I would love to offer my help on the vast sea. Mrs. Wales sends her regards. Hire the sailor. I won't disappoint you, Captain. And I'll hire a free sailor. Who are you? Mind if I join your crew for a bit of gold and a taste of the high seas? You're hired. I don't have 500 gold. I'm so sorry, man. Do you want to go to the world map? I could if I wanted to go fishing there. Okay, I went inside this house. Whose house is it? I could go to sleep. Okay, I can't steal their loot. I tried, though. Valiant effort. Okay. My journal has new things in it. Magical bottle for ships. Alfred needs your help fixing the bridge outside his house on Seablip Island. It's located southwest of the island, right next to your grandma's house. He's offering a magical bottle. He will send the magic bottle to you in your mailbox once you repair the bridge. Okay, so let's see where that is on the map. It's up there. That doesn't look like southwest, unless this whole map's upside down. Okay, so it's northeast, so let's remember that. It's northeast. And I have to go fishing. So those are the two things I'm supposed to do. Let's try it. Go to the world map. Yes. In this little tiny rowboat. Oh, I gotta lift anchor? Use anchor. Okay. Interact. Do I, like, click where I want to go? Up, down, and left, right. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm sailing. I guess I can use my anchor up here. Although I didn't do any fishing. They wanted me to do some fishing. Main harbor, Seablip. Hire sailors, buy upgrades. I guess let's go to the island. The rowboat was to get from the ship to the island. Oh. Well, it worked. We're here. Excuse me. Oh, I don't want to hurt that child. Snore, snore, snore. That's Tom. Henry, our local musician, frequently visits the tavern to perform some delightful piano pieces. You're welcome to drop by and enjoy his music. Alright, let's take a look at our quest log again. Magical bottle. His house outside Seablip Island. So I'm in the right spot. This looks like it should be loot. Here, maybe I need to... Oh, maybe I need to pickaxe that. Oh, nice. Okay. Starting to learn. The tavern has the musician in there. I don't see him, though. So, anything I can help you with? How to improve my ship battling. Sure. Try new ship upgrades. Even those you think are bad can turn out to be quite useful in the right combination. Okay, I probably shouldn't go snooping in his basement, but what's up here? Oh, wanted, dead or alive. Not me. Not Lady Bluebeard. Okay. Static Gamer says I love cozy games. I don't know that I would describe it as a family game, considering you're supposed to, like, probably murder ball other pirates. Alright, I got a shovel. Is this the guy? Can't talk right now. Gotta make this boat nail ready for Kira. Alright, whose house has the broken bridge? I mean, there's a lot going on Seablip Island. Marvelous proportions. Okay. Is this the house that needs the bridge? Alfred? Alfred! Alright, I don't see an Alfred. I'm just being a creeper and going inside people's houses. Beautiful rainy day. Okay, this is not a bridge. This is the beach. I don't know where the bridge is. Maybe it's a friendship cannon. Cozy for sure. I agree. We passed it. Oh, there's treasure under here though. Can I go in the water? go fishing in the water for it. This is interesting. Didn't get... Okay, let's try fishing again. Okay. Ah, stinker. Okay, well, I got one. Okay, can I get that treasure? Yes, that's what I wanted. Yeah, give me that buried treasure. That was an awesome find. I mean, this bridge looks fine, if that's the bridge they were talking about. I don't know if it is. There's a very wealthy person's house up here. You need to be a friend to get access to this house. Oh, goodness. Is this the friend? Hi. There's nothing quite as sweet as witnessing flowers in the daylight. Okay, Nora. Enjoy your flowers. Village left. What's this say? Grandma Joy left. I mean, Grandma Joy has a nice house, it seems. Grandpa's chest is locked. I probably should not steal. He did say something about near Grandma's house. So this is actually my grandma, not just like a lady whose name is Grandma. How'd she get up there? Here. Hey, Grandma. Would you be so kind as to let me have this moment to myself? I enjoy drinking wine alone. Oh, that's not Grandma. That's Manton. Alright, Manton. Have your wine alone. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt. What's that? Can I go inside the tree? Oh no, but I can fish for this. Yeah. See, you all said the crew was going hungry tonight. They're not going hungry tonight. I'm just getting the monies. Just getting the monies. Ah, here's the bridge that needs repaired. Poor Alfred is stuck on the other side of this broken bridge. Give Kira the materials she needs to fix it. Repair broken pier. It costs 25 wood. Okay, so how do I get 25 wood? Maybe I just need my axe. Can I chop down this tree? I can. A voice coming from the tree. Hey, give back my axe. Or thirsty? Oh, he took my axe. So thirsty. Alright, so I need to give the tree water to get my axe back, I guess. Let's see if I'm correct in that. Oh. I guess it already had water in it. Oops, my bad. I guess it's raining. Voice coming from the tree. Now I have my axe back. So, can I not chop down this tree? A maple sapling and some wood. Maple sapling and a bunch of wood. I need, what, 20 wood to build the bridge? 20 or 25, they said. I'm scared to cut down the tree that stole the axe for me, because I'm like, why is it sentient? That's kind of terrifying. Oh, it's 25. I don't have 25. But anyway, folks, this is the end of our extra playthrough of solo dev made Seablip. Congratulations to our solo dev as well as the publisher, Vibity. Huzzah! Keep this one in mind because it will be eligible to be the ultimate Gong Show winner at the end of today's stream. So keep that one in mind if you liked it. Maybe that could be your final vote. All right, next game. Oh, we've got 2 really scary games today, y'all. Next game's a really scary game. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Okay, that is there, that is there, that is there, and here we go. The next game that we're going to be playing on today's Twitch Gong Show is called The Bridge Curse 2. The Bridge Curse 2 is developed by Softstar Entertainment, published by P-Cube and Gamera Games. Its Twitter handle is listed just over here. And it just launched on May 9th onto PC. There is a free demo on Steam, which we're playing today. And it's coming soon to PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. This game may contain content inappropriate for some users. Those with heart diseases and other physical conditions should exercise caution when playing. Plots that include religion, diseases, violence, self-mutilation, and other mature subjects are included. Please do not attempt to recreate these events in real life. It's a hydrate game. I saw your hydrate reminder, Lord G. Thank you. It is a horror game, so, you know, this is probably going to get pretty dark. It is also rated M for frequent violence or gore and general mature content. Here's what I know about it. Try to escape for your life in a first-person survival horror adventure. Play through the eyes of 4 distinct characters as you evade and confront terrifying ghosts, unravel mind-bending puzzles, and unearth a sinister conspiracy. It's the sequel to the 2022 release, The Bridge Curse Road of Salvation, and you get to use all your survival instincts to escape the relentless ghosts that haunt the campus by using stealth techniques and sacred objects that divert your hunter's attention away from you. We'll have to gather cryptic clues and find items scattered throughout the campus, bringing you deeper into the hidden conspiracies. Ooh, boy. Here we go. With all that said, the voting is now open. I'm just going to change the graphics real quick because it's in full screen. I want to see if they have a windowed full screen. Windowed. Let's do a windowed full screen, please. That all looks good. How do I make that happen? There we go. Now it's going to happen. Okay, there we go. New game. Sue. Born March 22nd, 1988. Former lead anchor for United News, currently working as a reporter. Okay. There might be some jump scares, yeah.
This film depicts a murder that took place in Wenhua University's Da Ren building in 1960.
I've got to get out of here.
You are mine. Shuyo-yi. Shuyo-yi.
Oh no!
Even if I die, I'll never get away from you.
Okay, horrific. Opening.
How is this possible? No. No!
So we are forced to relive it? We can't die and get away from him?
Of all who die here.
So she's just gonna get murdered over and over again?
We will be together forever.
The Hexed Building, September 14th, 7 o'clock. screening room. Be there or beware.
Okay, so this is just a movie from their film club.
Hello, Mrs. Wong?
Sue? Where the heck are you?
I'm out in the field reporting.
Oh. Wait, what? In the field? Lynn was just telling me that you're refusing to be put on the entertainment beat.
No, it's not like that, Mrs. Wong. Recently I haven't been feeling well. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear.
All right. So where'd you run off to? I called you more than 10 times and it kept saying you were out of range.
I just got to Wenhua University. I'm guessing the connection isn't too good up here.
Wenhua? Oh, those film students and their ghost sighting video.
Bingo! It's Ghost Month. And with this being a creepy ghost story, I figured I could get an exclusive.
Come on, Sue. There's no way the school will let you touch that with a 10-foot pole. We basically smeared them with that report on the Huang Ting missing persons case. How about picking something else?
No way, Mrs. Wong. That's exactly it. If I can get something, this story is gonna, totally go viral.
Fine. It gets pretty spooky up there at night. Be careful, will ya?
Yep. Thanks, Mrs. Wong.
Okay. I'm getting real The Grudge vibes here. So, shift is run, C to crouch. Why are we in this creepy parking lot? Tab to open the main menu. I have my employee ID for United News. And I have a mysterious letter. What's it say? A mysterious photo that Sulian is carrying with her. On the back, written in warped red letters, it reads, Wenhua University Registrar's Office. Help me. Reporter Su Lian. Okay, we did not tell our boss everything. Right now I gotta sneak into the building. A red envelope with money in it. Okay. Should I pick that up? Is there a way to pick that up? No. Whose car is this? J. Rodimus, you stinker. I hear your jump scare. I don't like that I can hear her footsteps. Ah! Oh, it just... Okay, the bike fell over. Yikes. Uh-oh. What?
Hey! Who the hell's down here?
Just me, a reporter up to no good.
Jiminy Christmas! Hey, buddy. Causing trouble, eh? Go on, get out of here.
So it looks like the security guard thought it was like a cat or something. That guard is gonna die, says Silent Thunder. Maybe. We couldn't see what it was that he was like, get out of your shoe. Could have been a cat, could have been a dog. Maybe this security guard has some supernatural pet that's gonna murder us all. Who knows? Rob says that security guard is definitely gonna die. Big congratulations to Soft Star Entertainment and P-Cube and Chimera Games on your Gong Show win today. Let's keep on playing it. Sneak into the building. Promotional poster for a horror movie shot by the film club. It's a reenactment of the Duren murder, which occurred on campus many years ago. The trailer went viral due to an apparent ghost sighting that was caught on camera. It sparked heated discussions online concerning whether or not this was just some post-production ploy to get views.
What a trailer. It'll be a hit for sure.
So maybe like that hand we saw at the end of the trailer wasn't supposed to be there? Due to dim lighting and the safety hazards that this incurs, loitering in or around the Duren building is strictly prohibited after midnight, at which time the doors will be locked. Please leave the building at an appropriate time.
Still got 2 hours.
I bet the ghosts appear after midnight. T to use your cell phone. Q and E to switch tabs.
Oh, one more thing. If anything happens, don't hesitate to call me.
Huh?
Now that you're covering entertainment, I'm responsible for you, Sue. All right already. Get to it.
Okay, an unknown missed call.
Did you get it?
Hello? What? Who is this?
The letter. It was so difficult to get to you. Wonderful.
Okay, that is creepy AF. Dad says, Sue, you're not coming home tonight? Yeah, I have a case I need to investigate. Tell Mom for me. Didn't they put you on entertainment? What the heck do you need to investigate for that? You know, your mom was really worried about you when you were out chasing cases or whatever have it. You really should just quit. Apply for a government job. It's a stable income and it's good work. Trust me. Bluntly refuse. No, Dad. We've talked about this a million times. If you keep worrying like this, I'm just going to move out. I know. At least let us know when you're finished tonight. Love you. Okay. Okay, putting my phone away. Horror-themed welcome event that Wenhua students clearly put a lot of work into. 2016 Carnival of Horror event. All activities are held with safety as a primary concern. No need to worry. I don't know that I trust that. Okay, doesn't look like I could go through any of these doors, so let's... I guess we're on B2 now. I guess let's go to B1. Okay, the campus cafeteria. They've got a KFC. Is there a KFC bucket over there? Can I get it? Let's crouch. Bucket of fried chicken. Except for there's something in it that is not fried chicken. A mini skeleton toy. A limited edition action figure from a collab with a fried chicken chain. Available during Ghost Month. The company states will not come alive in the middle of the night. Oh, man. Thank you for the dun-dun-dun sprinkles. Clearly a popular toy, this one. I'm going to turn on my AC because it's getting... Ooh, it's getting warm in here. Gotta collect them all, for sure. Okay. KGG. What am I investigating? Cow? I'm just supposed to be getting clues. Doesn't look like I can go through any of these doors. Nothing in there? Why would they let me remove the top off the pot if there was nothing in there? I don't know why these little red lights are so terrifying to me. Alright, I guess we're going up to the next floor. What is that noise on the elevator? I don't like it. Hi, just checking. The key to the registrar's office is in the military instructor's room, right? Yeah. So you were serious? Whoa, OMG. Effing wild. Appreciate the help for not asking too much. Key to the registrar's office is in the military instructor's room. The post said urgent, high pay, part-time work. Looked like a scam for sure. I'm investigating a case. Couldn't really discuss the details. Again, thanks for the help. As we agreed on, I'll arrange for a print interview with the film club. Okay, thanks. Head to the military instructor's office. Guidebook. Pamphlet for new students that includes a 2D map of the building. Take a look at it if you get lost. Okay. Great. Military instructor's office is all the way over here. Looks like if I turn immediately to my left, I could maybe get there. Oh, but the key is in the registrar's office, so I have to go all the way to the right. So yeah, I need the keys in the registrar's office. Anything? Well, I can't get through there right now. I guess I could go up to the second floor and then try to go down from there. Do we have items? Head to the military instructor's office. Or no, it was the other way around. The key to the registrar's office is in the military instructor's office. So we need to go this way first. Y'all, this is terrifying.
老牌游戏公司大宇资讯于昨日宣布，旗下多款产品将于明年推出。透过单机游戏开发为主的策略，未来将往全球平台发行。
What happened to his TV? Hi, Emmanuel.
Hey! Old fart like me, I never get any goddamn rest. Well, guess I better make myself busy.
Oh, I love just the random bikini lady poster over there. Watch out. Enemies will not only hear sounds that you make when you're moving, they'll also notice the sounds of items you bump into or other noises in the surrounding environment. What?
安心牌小木马。
Stupid TV.
Oh, I changed the TV to something really creepy to distract him. I see.
Stupid TV.
Okay. Now I'm over here. I mean, it has to be in there, right? Oh gosh! Ah! Oh no. Why is that lady in a bikini there? I'm so confused.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Ain't no one better than my ball and chain.
Oh, that's his wife? Why is he looking so closely at her bikini bottoms? What? 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 What is even happening? He was like, look at that belly button. Essence of chicken. Nutritional supplements. Okay, well that's not what I needed. I didn't leave the drawer open, sir. Okay, I'm gonna go in this room he went in. I mean, then there's like a naked dude right there. Ah, yes, a great place to send your children to school. Where the security guards just have nudie people posters everywhere. Is he in here? Yes. Go away, sir. Ah, he saw me. I've been caught. Folks, this has been our extra 10-minute playthrough of The Bridge Curse 2. There is a free demo available on Steam right now if you want to check it out for yourself. Also, congrats again to The Bridge Curse 2 on being a Gong Show winner for today. Good effort. Thank you for the good effort. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Red Banshee says that looks like a fun game. I mean, pretty spoopy if you ask me. All right, this next one I think people have been dying to see for a long time. I almost was like dying to see because I'm in Bridge Curse 2 mode, but I'm also in the mood for this next game. So the next game we are going to feature on the Gong Show today as soon as it lines up. Catnip Ninja, what games have you missed today? Seablip, which was a solo dev game that reminded a lot of people of Stardew Valley, except for you're a pirate. That was a Gong Show winner today. And The Bridge Curse 2, which I just finished from Soft Star Entertainment. And P-Cube and Gamera Games was also a Gong Show winner. Now the next game that we're going to play today... Play Savvy says, if we done Animal Well on the show? We did! We played Animal Well, I think, last episode. Or the one before that. But here we go. Our next game of today's Indie Game Showcase is Hades 2 from Supergiant Games. So developed and published by Supergiant Games. and currently in early access as of May 6th. It's expected to be in early access through the end of 2024, with a full release to be announced. It's available on PC and then will be coming soon to PlayStation and Xbox. Here's what we know about before. Or here's what we know about it. Battle beyond the underworld using dark sorcery to take the Titan of Time in this bewitching sequel to the award-winning roguelike dungeon crawler. Explore a bigger, deeper mythic world, vanquishing the forces of the Titan of Time with the full might of Olympus behind you. Limitless amounts of ways to build your abilities and infuse and upgrade legendary weapons. A cast of dozens of fully voiced larger-than-life characters, including plenty of new faces and some old friends, with more characters yet to be announced through early access. It includes new locations, challenges, upgrade systems, with more to be developed throughout early access. Folks, let's go ahead and check out the early access for Hades 2. Here, just so you can see the artwork. Very cool. The voting is now open. Empty save slot 1. I'm going to go keyboard and mouse at first.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter.
It hasn't even started yet.
Death to Kronos.
I'm guessing a lot of you have seen other people stream this early access.
Vengeance for my family.
Okay, those are my abilities. Restore, don't need it. Okay, let's go up and through. Joker Joe says I may be playing it right now. Love it.
Lost souls. I'll make the Titan pay. Forge.
Okay, I like my main attack better than my secondary attack so far. Ah! No, dash, evade. For those of you who are already playing this early access, I'm curious, are you playing it keyboard mouse or are you playing it controller?
Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
Okay. Alright, Boons of Apollo. Are we getting Nova Strike? Your attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Blinding Sprint. Your sprint is faster and inflicts daze or lucid gain, while standing in your casts gradually restore magic. We're gonna go with Nova Strike.
They need my aid. I'll see if I need theirs.
Proceed.
For my father.
No, thank you. Okay, more bad guys coming. Ooh, look at that new attack.
Just slowing down.
Nope. Get out of there. No, thank you. got them all.
I'll need these soon enough.
Ooh, what are these? Ashes, mostly used for unlocking Arcana cards. Common reward for clearing encounters in Erebus and beyond. Okay. I could proceed this way or this way. I don't really know what that's going to give me yet, but I guess I could get more ashes. Let's check out the new thing. Let's check out the new thing. Red Banshee says, I've heard so much about this game. The first Hades was incredible. I loved the first Hades. Stardrew says, is this an indie game? It is. It's by Supergiant, which is one of my favorite developers and publishers. Supergiant is definitely an indie dev. They made the first Hades. They made Transistor. Just really, really, really cool games. In fact, I like Transistor so much I have an action figure of Red, the protagonist in that game, sitting on my back shelf right there. So yeah, big fan over here. Nope. Oh no. Oh no! I'm almost dead, y'all. Okay, keep your distance from these guys. Too close for comfort. Oh, there's more, and I have like no health left. Oh no! Still more! Come on. Woo!
No more.
Now what is this? Psyche, mostly used to raise grasp to activate more Arcana cards. Can use this at my altar back home. Okay. I need some health is what I need, y'all. Nicely done. Thank you, Spirit of Night. Bastion's great as well, yeah. Gathered that. Does that heal me?
Whalers.
So at least it seems like my main hand attack interrupts them. Okay, let's get away from them. Ah, dead.
Return to Shadow now.
Time cannot be stopped. Return to Shadow now. Okay. That's okay, Catnip. That's okay. That's the whole point of these games. You die and come back again, and die and come back again.
Back
and
already.
Power up and die and come back again. Confide in this little cute
See
froggy.
what I get for staying out all night, Freenos.
Okay, how do I reach? I can confide in the frog. Oh, here we go.
Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak!
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
Which worked for me in context. That's all I'm wanting more than all, Dora. But I better run. Something I have to do.
All right, we are getting a raid from Good Day Internet. Welcome to the Raiders. Hello, my name's Trisha Hershberger. I typically talk about tech and video games and general fandom content on camera for a living, and on the days I'm not on set, I'm streaming here on Twitch, so welcome. We're doing our indie game showcase today, and so far we've taken a look at such games as Seablip and the Bridge Curse 2, and right now we're checking out the early access of Hades 2. So welcome, stick around, cast your vote, see if your favorite game gets to stay. And for those of you who don't already follow Good Day Internet, thank you so much for the raid. Good Day Internet is the home of Daily Tech News Show. Please go ahead and give them some love if you don't already follow, if you like getting all your tech news in a nice, quick, easy podcast with some wonderful personalities from around the internet. Again, go give them a follow. They're incredible. Welcome, everybody. All right, so we're Hades 2-ing it up right here, checking it out. Odyssey Dave says, Hades 2. I don't normally like roguelikes, but Hades 1 had such a great story. The art and music in this is already fantastic, even though it's just in early access. I have now died once and am back at my home base, so let's explore. This, by the way, was already a Gong Show winner, so now we're just doing our extra playthrough, which worked for me in context. Okay.
Let me gone.
Now, where is my altar that I can, like, spend my stuff I just got at? Brood.
This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Aww. So who is that in that painting? Whose kid are we? What does that mean?
Stand tall and show no weakness.
The crossroads.
There you are. Come here. Time forced our hand, Millenoi. Nary a soul expected you to slay our enemy last night, on a new moon, no less. But you accomplished something of great import.
Hecate has got some abs, y'all. Or Hecate.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives,
Hecate, I was
and
right.
Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started. What is it I accomplished?
All right, Zargnor says you are Hades and Persephone's child, sister to Zagreus. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And her voice actor is the narrator from Baldur's Gate 3. Amazing.
You're here to speak of it. Recovered in body, if not in spirit. You've not failed, merely begun. Thus may you learn, grow stronger, and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos. Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Millenoi.
Millenoi.
Tough times. Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here. It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
Your skepticism's duly noted. Hail, Shades. Our fight is just getting started.
Okay.
Okay.
The crossroads, that haven hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Together we'll retake my father's realm.
Hail.
Tell me you killed the bastard. Drove your staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he'd die from that. Works on mortals, though.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
We'll find a way to wake you, O sleep. I promise.
Okay.
My altar.
My altar. That's what I was
Headmistress
looking
lent me the
for.
Arcana.
Unlock an adjacent card to reveal this one.
The sorceress.
The Wayward Sun. After you exit a location, restore 2 health. Or twice that if you have no more than 30%. Oh, I like that. Deal plus 20% damage to the foes in your cast. Let's do the healing, because that was my problem last time. I had no healing. The Huntress. While you have less than 100% magic, your attack and special deal 30% damage. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't have that many. I don't have enough ashes to do any of these, though, yet at this point.
That'll do.
Meditate?
The Altar of Ashes.
Okay. While you channel, your moves, everything moves slower for 2 seconds. Okay.
The task comes fast.
Okay, no relaxing. Inspect.
The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be, soon enough.
Okay, so I need to get silver and cinder to get new weapons. So I'll keep with my witch's staff for right now. Ah, and I see I can use my right click for my weapon special move or hold right click for a stronger effect. And then my extra special moves, press and hold left attack, right special, or Q to cast to imbue them with magic. Okay.
Much more than just this staff bathing in there.
That's cool. Whoa. Okay, now I'm learning. Got it.
Disciples, attention! A battle lost. But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come. The only question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
Yeah.
Commander Skelemius, sir.
Aha, here's my training.
Disciples, watch and learn.
Can't right now.
Again.
Oh, I can't right now. I need to get more.
I am ensnared.
How do I get more magics? How do I get more of that? Catnip says I'm going to lurk for a bit because I never finished Hades. I worried about spoiling the ending of that with something from here. I'll be back. We really only have another couple minutes, Catnip. So how do I get more? Just running around, killing time?
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium. And too risky to stay. All right, it's time.
You said there's... Oh, here's a replenishing well. I see. Okay. Nice.
All right, that's enough. Unless you want to keep going.
Let's see what happens if we take out his life bar.
I shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
You see?
And he's back. Okay. Folks, this is the end of our extra 10-minute playthrough of Hades 2. A Gong Show winner today. We're 3 for 3 on the Gong Show wins today. It's a good Gong Show day so far. Very different games so far. Now maybe the next game that we play today will be something entirely different. Maybe it'll change your mind. Let's see. Hades 2 is just as good as I was hoping it would be so far. I'm very excited about that. Okay. Next game loading up. Boom, boom, boom. All right. The next game that we've got to feature on the Twitch Gong Show today is called Goblins of Elderstone. Starcat says, so we were premature in the gong. Maybe, yeah, you could say that. You could say we gonged early. We gonged early. All right, next game is not Hades 2. Hold on, let me switch that back. This next game is called Goblins of Elderstone, developed and published by Outer Dawn and Lost Goblin. Twitter handle, just over there. It just launched March 8th on PC, and the Golden Tribe Simulator brings a challenging blend of chaos and creativity to the city building genre. Build dwellings, manage your resources, defend your goblins, and grow your tribe to face other races and even the gods. Do you have what it takes to control the chaos and rule the unruly? There's lots of different resources to gather, craft, trade, or even steal. We can create different pathways and bridges alongside the goblins' chaotic building strategy to help ensure structures work together. There's a combination of fast talk, gift-giving, violence, just the right amount of threats to keep your tribe in line. It also says be sure to deal with whoever invades your tribe appropriately, including traveling strangers, evil overlords, cunning dragons, and benevolent gods. Let's check it out. New game, Goblins of Elderstone. Oh, story, pantheon, random, or scenarios. I guess my mythology chooses my tribe's origin story. What is our creed? Small, but our hearts are great. Our ears are keen and our thoughts are agile, or your eyes are sharp and your teeth are deadly. You know what? We're goblins. Let's go with deadly. Let's be evil chaos gremlins. Which path shall we take? The path of blade and blood, the path of cunning and coin, the path of prayer and power. Let's do cunning and coin. Nah. I don't know. Evil war machines? You're saying cunning, Irdal. Okay, we're evil loot goblins. Anything for coin. Magic. A glade bathed in sacred sunlight, divine, nature, or arcane. Let's do arcane. Our enemy. Orcs, dwarves, elves, or humans. Let's say our primary enemy is humans. Ruby Eye, first of the goblins, asks of the gods above, how will we live in the days to come? Okay, this is what we got so far. We're evil. We're all about the coin. We live in an ancient tomb, and we don't like humans. Our pantheon. Our choices have created this pantheon. Copperface. Okay. He's the greed guy. And Moongast. Wraithling. Oh, spawns a Wraithling to protect our king and village. Shamans cleanse the gravestones faster. And we get a Necromancer champion. Undead Rising, some undead will rise. And his our traveling trader. Fertility, we get 1 additional baby per year. Perfect negotiations, cost to hire next hero from the tavern is reduced. And our punishment is slander. Okay. The artwork is cool, Sprinkles, I agree. Create our habitat. Small or medium. Let's do small since we don't have a lot of time. It says sessions will be shorter and lighter. Habitat seed. Evenly balanced. Let's do balanced. Forest, grasslands, mountains. Okay, this looks good. We're not going to call it snowcap, though. The Woody Woods is our village name. Continue. Okay, our clan name is the Blood Moon. Nah. Dragon Riders. Select the starting goblins. Jeb, Fizz, Tanksa, Clicks. Let's have Tanks and Tanksa. Can we get them both? I guess this is good. Drag and drop goblins to the clan creation panel. Okay. Well, let's just go with what they give us. We have starting resources, and the difficulty is not builder, but peon. Accept. Berries, frogs, herbs, and hemp are not available to gather during the winter. Hi, General Andrews. How are you? Folks, General Andrews was part of the amazing Dunk Tank Lupus charity stream and is also an awesome streamer who I have recently had the pleasure of following. Thank you for dropping into my stream. That's so nice of you. Welcome. We're doing an indie game showcase today where chat gets to vote. So you see the votes at the bottom of the screen, and you can vote using emotes in chat. All right, so let's keep checking out Goblins of Elderstone. WAS and D, or right mouse button to pan the camera. Yes, yes. Q and E to rotate. Scroll wheel to zoom in and zoom out. Hold mouse button to rotate camera. Okay, this is pretty good. Try placing your berry bushes, rock piles, and trees is where we want our grand hall. So wait, like this kind of tree or like these kind of trees? Kind of makes it seem like I need it to be right here. So let's just put it right in the middle. Okay, placing our grand hall. Trees, okay, this is like right in the middle of all that stuff. Grand hall, great, did it. Welcome to the Goblins of Elderstone. The goblins are busy building your grand hall. Let's wait for them to finish. Okay, I want to see my goblins. Look at them go. Hi, friends. They kind of look like little cats. Like that one does from behind, right? I'm sure they're showing me houses because I haven't built them any houses yet. Let's see. Can I speed up time? I can. Build that hall. Okay. Assign a breeder. Oh, no. Assign a breeder at the Grand Hall to increase the tribe's birth rate. The traits and stats of breeders will determine what kind of goblin babies get born. Woo! Okay. Travel went well. You had to travel back to San Fran. That's amazing that you traveled to LA for that. Okay, let's see. Breeding. Is this, so is that our breeder? Okay, how do I assign a breeder? Let's try again. Click to assign a goblin to this job. I mean, okay, not the 7-year-old. Lord in heaven, that's dark. Does it matter? Do any of these stats matter for our breeder? Heating, goblin condition. Get warmth from a nearby building. The breeding wheel, God touched goblin chances. I don't know what that means. Aw, General Andrews, that's so kind of you. It's my pleasure. Anytime anyone's like, let's do this for charity. If I can physically be there, I will. So thank you for having me. All right, let's see. I feel bad making one of these people the breeder. All right, Klesk. How about you? I don't know. Should that be your job? I'm still not sure how to assign people jobs. Virus is 27. Okay, I'm putting Virus in that job. Inheritable traits. Pious. Gets condition loves this job when assigned to a faith job. And Zealot. Faith stat +1. Do I need to put somebody else in there? I don't know, man. Build storage. They talk. Is there one who likes the sexy jobs? I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Okay, they want me to build storage. Grand Hall, Warren, storage. It costs 10 wood. Oh, look. They have a little bridge that goes between. Resources will be transported to storage first before they're delivered to the building whose occupants need them. So maybe let's put it... Okay. Right there. Oh, I hear a little hootie owl. Look, I love how down here it's telling me, like, Breeder Virus is doing the sideways shuffle. Peon Wham has gone for food. Someone else has finished eating. Okay, I'm speeding it up while we're building storage. I like their little voices. Okay, storage is completed. Assign a goblin at the storage to become a hauler. Haulers focus on transporting resources and can carry more than a peon. So we need someone strong. That's another winner. That is another Gong Show winner for Goblins of Elderstone. Congratulations to Outer Dawn and Lost Goblin on your win. Winner, winner, goblin dinner. Okay, so let's see. You cannot get diseased or a zealot. Pious, worker, and pessimistic. Speedy, but hates this job when assigned to a job. Strong. I feel like we should put the strong one, Megs, in there. Okay. Basic tools are an item needed for many goblins. Without it, its satisfaction will decrease. You can click on a goblin to check their needs or check the tribe's needs at the Grand Hall. So let me click on a goblin. He needs some sleep. Okay, let's go to build a crafting hut to make more basic tools. What are their needs here at the Grand Hall? Goblins, breeding, needs. The distribution of goblin needs. Food, items, social. I don't know. Is this just like a hunger wheel? What is this needs wheel? Okay. So they need more social.
Come, steal
They need
yourself.
more items.
We are building an
And they're okay on
army.
social. So it said we got to build a crafting house. Where at Tavern Torch? Trade hall. Crafting hut. There we go. Assign goblins to craft basic tools and basic weapons. Red Banshee, thank you for gifting a sub to General Andrews. That's so kind of you. Thank you, Red Banshee. You're such a sweet, sweet human, and I appreciate you. Okay, let's make some basic tools. So we're going to build that next. It's warm out. What else do we have up here? Population or housing? Birth rate. People are overjoyed. They love it. They love this little town. I mean, it is the tutorial, so. This reminds you of Farmville. Starcat says these goblins are supposed to be evil, but they sound so cute. They do sound really cute. But don't, looks can be deceiving. Okay, so we're crafting the crafting hut, and then they're going to want us to make basic tools, they said. Assign a goblin at the crafting hut to be a crafter so they can start making basic tools. Note that a goblin's war, trade, and faith stats will determine how effective they are at certain jobs. Okay, so a crafter, who's going to be a good crafter? Strong, zealot, worker. Oh, when they're assigned to a trade job, they love the job. Or a war job. Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is a trade job. Is that a trade job? A beer. Speedy, but lazy. But only lazy when assigned to any job. Pious. Worker, a trade job, and pessimistic. Let's put that guy. Hopefully he does okay there. I don't know. Build a woodcutter hut. Woodcutter hut. Near a group of trees. To cut them down into logs, it's best to build them near a gigantic elder tree, which grows smaller trees around them. So it looks like I'd love to get it up there where all those trees are. Oh, this one has lots of trees around it. But it's not like connected via paths. Maybe I should have rotated it. Maybe I should have rotated it. Maybe they'll make me make a path. Do I have paths I can build? Elevator, drums, obelisk, statue, totem pole. Faith. And war. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can rotate it now? I don't think I can. We'll just see how it goes. I guess it has to be on the ground to get the trees, right? Let the deforestation begin. Assign a goblin at the woodcutter hut to attack those trees. Okay. Somebody who likes savage when assigned to a war job. That's not a war job. Insomniac and speedy. Like Zephyr's is our fighter. Maybe Kless, Immune, and Zealot. Faith stat +1, so fleeing's disable. I guess we'll give him that job. Start preparing for the cold winter and build a kindler to split logs into firewood. If goblins don't stay warm, they can freeze to death. Oh no. Okay, so these are trade jobs. The kindler. I feel like we need to put that here. And then we're going to assign someone, because we have a couple people that like trade jobs, we'll assign them to that. We haven't had to ring the actual gong at all today, General Andrews. Not even a little bit. All the games have been winners so far today. Including this one right here, which we have about 3 minutes left on our extra playthrough of this before we transition to the next indie. And I might do a halfway point of the Gong Show, Ultimate Gong Show vote at this point, since we have so many winners. They're so cute. Their noises are so cute. Assign a goblin to be a log splitter. Okay, where's my dude that really wanted a trade job? Strong, zealot, that guy. Wham. We're putting Wham in there. Build a watchtower to get your starting defenses up. Okay, watchtower is a war job. Check for stuff on the edges of the map. So I feel like let's zoom out. Doesn't need to be connected to anything else. So where should I put it? I feel like I should put it here. And then we'll assign our war guy. It looks like Wookiee huts. I mean, they kind of do. You're not wrong. My breeder loves to do the sideways shuffle, is what I'm learning down here. In games like this, I almost always turn off in the options that you use the cursor to drift because I don't like that. I'd rather control that with WAS and D. Let's just see how my other buildings are doing while we're waiting. He's doing great. How about here? Also doing good. Storage. Okay, okay. We're storing a lot of sticks, it looks like. Oh, one new peon joined the Dragon Riders. We got an extra person. Okay, watchtower's almost complete. We're gonna assign a guard. Assign a goblin at the watchtower. All right, Zephyrs was the one that was like, just let me fight him. Zephyrs goes in there. Prepare for a population increase by building a warrens. Goblins will also go to their warrens to eat, sleep, or pick up items. Warrens also increase the area which you can build in. What is that? A graveyard. An elder graveyard. Ooh, I like it. Okay, we're building... Not a warg den. Lumber mill, trade hall. Where's the warrens? Not in Faith. It's gotta be in Village. Oh, it's right here. Duh. Okay, this is where my people are gonna go. Does it need to be connected to anything? We'll put it right there. This is a chaotic build. Because I want it to connect to stuff so people can easily go there to get it. What happens on the campfire? Okay, I guess we have enough firewood. That's what we're working on. Inheritable traits. Zealot and pious. Those are both things I want. Building that. You bet there's loot in the graves? Ooh. Is sideways shuffle a goblin euphemism? I mean, maybe. Definitely maybe. Probably. Okay. Warren's is looking good. Build a trade hall to help prioritize jobs for the goblins of your tribe. Trade hall. Where do we put it? Does it need to be connected to anything else? I guess we'll put it like down here. Can we even? No, it can't really go anywhere. Maybe. Oh, it was right there. We did it! My goblins are overjoyed, y'all. Folks, this has been Goblins of Elderstone, a Gong Show winner today, developed and published by Outer Dawn and Lost Goblin. Congratulations on your Gong Show win. My camp is getting overcrowded. It's true. I'm going to save my game. I did it. Stream save. Okay. And then we're going to prep our next game of the showcase. All right. Next game of the showcase is called Nights Within. And I'm going to change this over to that now. Okay, it is starting up. Midway Gong Show poll time. You know what? Let's do one more and then we'll do the Midway Gong Show poll. How about that? My hair is a mess today. Sorry, y'all. I just looked at the thing and I was like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is today. Today is also a no makeup day. By the way, it's a fresh face day. Don't have to be on set. Fresh face. Here we go. All right. The next game we're talking about today is called Nights Within. Developed and published by Indecision Labs. It's currently in early access as of May 15th, and it's expected to be in early access for at least 1 year. There is a free demo on Steam for anyone who wants to check it out, and Nights Within is a 1 to 4 player blend between third-person shooter and melee hack and slash with roguelite elements. Design custom loadouts, navigate procedurally generated levels, and utilize random power-ups. Can you survive endless waves of enemies to ensure humanity's survival? Just to let everyone know, this one is rated M for violence. You will progress through a mission, and that will grant randomized modifiers for both you and your enemies. The longer you survive, the crazier the powers get. Run missions by yourself or bring up to 3 friends to fight alongside you. And you can play the default mission-based mode, completing objectives while struggling to survive, or try the gauntlet mode where your stage progress is saved and difficulty scales. I don't know which one you should do. Oh, also, this is a solo developed game. Let's give it up for solo devs. Please be prepared for some bugs and issues as I continue to work on it. Okay. Start. I mean, we've got a knight here with a big old gun. That seems weird. Knights and guns always seems weird, but it is a sci-fi knight game. Okay, I'm going to start the Gong Show voting now. This is an early access build. Welcome to the Keep. This is where you prepare for your missions. Open your TAC info with tab key. It will show 3D markers for useful locations. You can proceed to the brief controls tutorial now. Let's go to the tutorial now. Unless it's bulletproof armor, Rob. Okay, preface. Press E to interact. Your health bar is located at the bottom left of your screen. When you're attacked in melee or if you have no shields, you will take health damage. When your health reaches 0, you will die. By default, health slowly regenerates up to 90% after a delay. Your shields are located just above your health bar, so that's the blue bar on top of that. Shields absorb projectile and area of effect attack damage and will automatically regenerate after a short delay. Once your shields are depleted, or if you're attacked in melee, you will take health damage. Yep. I'm using WASD to move around. Shift is to sprint. There we go. I like the animation for when you sprint. Sprinting costs stamina. Press space to dash. Dashing also costs stamina. Press control to dodge. Dodging costs stamina, but you can't be hit during most of a dodge. Fire your rifle. Your equipped weapon stats determine damage, fire rate, and other perks. Press R to reload. Okay. Shouldering. Shoulder your rifle and aim down sights, okay? This removes random bullet spread to increase accuracy, but also lowers your movement speed and peripheral vision. Okay. Press Q to switch weapons. You always carry your rifle and your longsword. Okay, and it looks like scroll wheel also switches weapons, which is great. Attack with your longsword. Charge a heavy attack. If held long enough, on release you will perform a heavy swing. Okay. Hold to block. Successful blocks cost energy. When you start blocking, your energy bar will glow green. This is your parry window. Successfully blocking during this time will count as a parry. Parries cost no energy and stagger the attacker. It has a short cooldown though. Press that while blocking to shove. Like that. Press tab to open your tactical info overlay. Shows points of interest. Hover over the, hold 4 to open your support menu. Hover over health and ammo to get a support call in. Okay. Press enter to open the chat window. You can communicate and receive communications from your teammates. Press T to tag an enemy or ping a location. Okay. Hold T to open the quick chat overlay. We will endure.
We will endure.
Wait, listen to that. Hold on, listen to that voice.
We will endure.
Okay. Escape to leave. Continue to loop through the tutorial another time. Okay. Alright, alright. Kind of Mando-esque in the voice. Yeah, I can see that. Starcat, you're into the art. I like this art in like the in-betweens for sure. And yeah, look at how sci-fi the helmet is. Mission select, Armory Forge quests. Mission select. This is where you select and start your missions from. Okay, let's do game mode patrol. Endless. Okay, patrol is what we have to do. Location any, difficulty 1 exist, lobby offline. Okay, that all sounds good, yes. It says I'm busy. Sector Woodlands. Reduced visibility, start the mission with 2 beacons. I don't want to cancel the mission. How do I do it? I don't know. Maybe it's just trying to load the mission. Yeah, mad respect for solo devs. Exactly. Mission starting. Okay, I'm ready. I didn't even look at the armory or anything. Whatever, YOLO, we're going in. It runs pretty well, too. You think it looks very Dead Space? Drizzt me, indie games are where it's at right now, I feel like. Enemies know when you're far from your teammates. Stick together to avoid being picked off by one. Well, I'm running solo, so much for that advice. You have entered hostile territory. Use your TAC info to find and travel to the assigned objectives. Complete them to progress the mission. Okay. Control and collect, it says. Distraction. I'm like, should I be investigating other things? I don't even know. Is something gonna come after me soon? Uh-oh. Alright, let me just see what this green flame is. There's something behind me. Ah, so many! Oh, I have to reload. You've collected some shimmer. Shimmer is your primary and mission resource for activating beacons. You can see your current mission resources in the top left, okay? I'm just gonna go. Here's the distraction. Can I do it? You must find and complete these to progress. Your TAC info will help you locate them with the shortest path. Once the objective's completed, you have the option to activate a beacon upgrade in its place. Objective started. Distraction. We're gonna go. Oh no. Alright, I think I like this better. But I gotta reload, but that's okay as long as I have. Okay, it's like a bullet sponge over there. Let's get this shimmer. How long are they gonna keep? Oh, I gotta survive for. I see. I mean, I'm doing fine. Survival-wise, I still have lots of health. I mean, I'm digging the music right now, too. Okay, let's run while we're reloading. Objective completed. Add shimmer to activate the beacon. Okay. Oh, Lord Vader says I could play a game like this with a few friends for hours. This is cool. Let's give it up for Knights Within. Victory! Congratulations to Indecision Labs on your Gong Show win today. Let's see if I can survive long enough to light the beacon. Yeah, because I've got shimmer, but like these dudes are still here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Select a beacon. Short circuit. Shock enemies that you shove. Random or ricochet. Chance to ricochet on firearm hit. I don't have it. 20 shimmer? How am I supposed to have 20 shimmer already? Go, man, move. Man, why are we not moving? Move, man. Oh no. Get that guy. Oh. Beacon levels. Your beacons have leveled up. Killing enemies gives you in-mission experience towards this. Every level you earn free random beacon upgrade. You can see your beacon level in the top right. Man, I can't get the shield dude. God. Now can I do it? No, I only still have 6 shimmer. Get that shimmer. I have 7 shimmer. 8 shimmer. No, thank you, sir. What's that? Okay, I picked up one of those. So I just have to keep, like, taking out bad guys until I have enough. Anyone else? I heard them. Somebody give me shimmer, you stinkers. I want to activate this beacon, okay? This is gonna take forever. Rob says that rifle sound effect could use some tweaking, okay? I fail to understand why you would intentionally go sword, considering the firearm seems to be at such an advantage right now. Anyone else? See what I mean? I'm just getting like owned with the melee, whereas your shield absorbs the non-melee stuff. Woo! These guys are harder. I need that shimmer over there. Let's take these dudes out. I guess maybe if you're like out of bullets. I was thinking it would be easier to take out a large group with the sword too, except for with the sword, it's like I have to hit them multiple times to take them out. Like I just took out all those dudes and there's no shimmer. The shimmer drop rate, I would love to see a little different. Because I'm like just hanging out in this area because I want to light that beacon. Oh, I can't really jump. That was weird. That guy spawned right there. Weird. sounds like fun 80s music right now. Anybody have shimmer? Barrier. Chance to gain barrier on kills. Alright, ammo support drop. You're out of ammo. Call in ammunition if it's available. So let's see. How did we do that? It's like T or something. T? No, that was chatting. R? No. Y? Tab. I don't remember. Enemy mutation added, status resist. So over time, enemies will also level up. Was it 4 maybe? Some key. 4? No, 3? Oh yeah, it was maybe 4. I don't... Stop it. I'm trying to fit... Okay, great. Ammunition drop. 4. None of you had shimmer. Can I get more ammo still? Okay. And I still can't light this beacon. Because I don't have 20 shimmer. I mean, should I just give up on the beacon? I'm just gonna give up on the beacon, I guess. Let's go to the control. No thank you with the big sight. No, I said. Okay, we got more bad guy. Oh, there's more ammo there at least. Nope. Whoa! That was wild. Whoa, who is this boss? This boss is crazy. The area of effect attack. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I mean, I don't know if the difficulty scales if you have more people. Or if it's just the same no matter how many people you have. But, like, this is hard. And they just keep coming. Because, like, oh, an objective for this one. I guess I should not worry about the shinies and just take out this ghosty thing, the bullet. Okay, starting the objective. Stay within the zone while keeping enemies out. Okay. Why don't I get an area of effect attack? Alright, I would love an area of effect attack, please. Man, these dudes are owning me. I'm getting straight up owned. Health support drop, and it looks like it froze or something. Get that dude out of there. Oh, I was shooting you, man. bad call. Switching to the sword was a bad call. I think I didn't win it. I'm gonna die. This is it. I'm gonna die. I'm just letting them get me at this point. There's not enough shinies. I could use some high ground. I tried before, but you can't jump. So I think you need to find like steps or something. Yep, I am falling. Woo! Alright, well that was our extra 10-minute playthrough of Nights Within anyway, but I am indeed falling. That was hard. But you're not supposed to run in by yourself, so that totally makes sense. But yeah, very, very tricky. Folks, again, that has been Nights Within, developed and published by Indecision Labs. All right, with that being said, we have 5 Gong Show winners, and Twitch polls only allow 5. So before I get into the last couple games of our Gong Show today, we're going to do an Ultimate Gong Show Winner Part 1 vote. So, Ultimate Gong Winner Part 1. Will it be, here's the games we played today that are up for consideration. Will it be Seablip, the first game we played today? Kind of a Stardew Valley-esque look, but you're a pirate and there's a crafting element to it. The Bridge Curse 2. Very scary from the little bit we saw so far. Real creepy in tone. Hades 2. Looked like more of what we love from Hades 1, but even more. Goblins of Elderstone. The city builder in a community of goblins. And Nights Within, which we were just playing just now, where it's like a third-person shooter meets a melee hack and slash with roguelite elements. All right, so that poll is going to start now. I'm going to put the poll up for 3 minutes while I switch things over to our next game. So if you don't see it at the top of chat, just give it a little refresh and it should be there. I'm going to take the top 2 winners from this first poll to go into the final poll. All right, next game is another scary one. Oh my goodness, scary games today. Got that. Who knows what's going to win? I know Red Banshee. I know what probably people think is going to win, but right now it's not a landslide. The votes are coming in hot, folks. Get your votes in for your favorite game. Okay. Quit that game. Load up the next game. That all looks good. That all looks good. That all looks good. Okay, I'm going to start the next game while the voting is still happening. So, if anyone has questions about the poll currently going on or any of the games that are featured in it, please let me know. But otherwise, we're going to move on with the Gong Show. Next up, folks, we have a game called Dread Delusion.
Shattered, but hope still flickers in our darkest dreams. Few would guess that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric Isles, an almost forgotten archipelago of the southern sky realms. On these uncanny islands, the apostatic union, power-drunk after slaughtering their once exalted gods, maintains but a paltry presence. Under their negligent gaze, the deep forests and dark places teem with cutthroats, cultists, and worse. In the desolate, endless realm, poor souls languish undying in decrepit mausoleums, yearning for their lost mortality, while the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of its manufactured monarch, strives to transform not just the realm, but reality itself. All these regions have their part to play in this unfolding story, but it begins fathoms below in the Underlands, a ruinous wasteland where none can draw breath for long. It is here that a secret waits to be uncovered by someone whose dreams burn brighter than any. But will those dreams kindle into a radiant destiny? Or will we burn in the folly of delusion?
Ooh, I didn't want to talk over the voiceover because it was so nice. But folks, the next game is called Dread Delusion. And it looks like, of course, we have a tie for second place. It looks like Hades 2, Seablip, and Goblins of Elderstone will be the 3 that will go on to the next poll if we can. All right. Dread Delusion that we're checking out right now is developed by Lovely Hellplace, published by Dread XP, launched in March of this year on PC. It's an open-world RPG brimming with strange places and dark perils. Carve your own path through the flying continents of a shattered land, discover curious towns, unearth occult secrets, master powerful magic, and change the world through your choices. Build your character to face challenges the way you want. Explore a world full of unique characters, creatures, challenges, and treasure. Charm NPCs, pick locks, harness forbidden knowledge, and more. This gameplay is inspired by classic RPGs of the 2000s with a 3D retro aesthetic. Let's go ahead and check it out. The voting is open.
The world was long ago broken. Its surface
that's
cursed.
creepy looking.
You are a dweller of the sky realms, drifting islands that cradle the last of human civilization. Here, in the dank cell of an Inquisition ship, you ruminate on your past. Dreams of childhood slip through your mind. Was your fate sealed, even then?
All right, so we're doing our character creation in-game. Love this. Let's do either increase our stealth, increase our stamina, increase our mana, or increase our persona. Let's govern the charm and barter skills.
Grew, the mind sharpened. For a while, you excelled.
Plus 20 attack, plus 20 lockpick, plus 20 lure, or plus 20 charm. Maybe we don't want to fully max out on charm. Pooji's not a fan of the graphics. Says graphics are weird. They are very retro for sure. Let's go. Ooh, lore gives you ancient truths to interact with concealed mechanisms. That's cool. But I like the lockpick too. Let's go lockpick.
Cracks showed. Your guard slipped. The mistake was grave. The Inquisition had your scent.
Decreased damage received. Okay. I mean, this poor dude, that's so creepy. How come I can just escape from the cell? Is that a bad guy? Prisoner 12. Or prisoner 17, excuse me. You have been marked for temporary release. The High Confessor will see you in the central chamber. Do not keep her waiting. I'll get going then. I mean, I guess I'll ask her why I'm being released. I also need to turn up the mouse sensitivity because, yeah, look sensitivity is very low. There we go, that's better. Don't go down there. Hello? Are you the mistress? You look like the mistress. The device lurches on unstable legs, thick blood oozing from its seams with each shuddering movement. A woman's voice, hoarse and raspy, echoes from within the device. Your services required, prisoner 17. That's not my name. I'm not going to take orders from a coffin. Do you need some help? Let's say that's not my name. A cackle lapses into a sputter of coughs. You forfeited the right to a name when you betrayed the apostatic union. A number is all you deserve. But I offer you the chance of penance, an opportunity to atone for your vulgar crimes. I am the High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals And you will help us. How exactly? Our target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory. Known as the Waniric Isles, these flying islands are host to a manner of outcasts and miscreants. We arrived a few hours ago, but met with fierce resistance. Our target is in the Blinding Light Fortress, the last remaining holdout of the Darkstar mercenaries. For our quarry is their leader, the notorious Vela Kalos. I guess I have no choice. Never heard of her. Vela Kalos, this is suicide. Let's say that. Not so. It is true that our agents have met with fierce resistance, but my drones calculate a 1 in 364 chance of success. It is entirely possible. Before you go, take this Inquisition journal. A mechanical arm thrusts a peculiar device in your direction. It will keep track of your mission. My drones can offer guidance, and closer to the blinding light, Inquisitor Ignavus can assist you further. Oh, and don't try to run. These flying islands are unstable, and many a fool has fallen to their death. What if I go to the islands and then make friends with the person I'm supposed to kill? And then we together join up and take down the Inquisition. That seems like a good way to go. Can I get in there? Rusty sword. Poor damage. I mean, that's all I got, right? You want to give me something else? Damaged doors can be broken with a weapon. There's a chest next to me. Pick up the sword, then press the inventory key to open your journal. Navigate to the equipment panel and equip the sword into one of your weapon slots. Lastly, remember to press the attack key to unholster your weapon. Though this is a meager task, I calculate there's a 1 in 20 chance you'll somehow perish in the attempt. Is that because we're rolling a d20, so if we roll a 1, we just die? What if we go to the islands and fall in love with the person we're supposed to kill? I like that idea too, Rachel. Okay, I thought I was my inventory. Isn't that what he just said? Maybe it's tab. It's tab. Equip. Yes. So I don't have any other equipment right now. Okay. I did it, and I didn't die. What's this? A health potion. Accept. Spells and quick items must be equipped in the equipment menu before use. Once equipped, press spell to use spells and items to use items. You can scroll through equipped items with the switch item or spells with switch spell. Okay, that's not helpful at all. Let's see what we got. That's my item. I don't want to use the item. But do I have to equip it? Can't equip anything. No belt. Spells and usables. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, a little bit mixed on this one, but overall, a Gong Show winner. For Dread Delusion. Let's check it out. Okay, so I got my health. It looks like there's a potion here I can get as well. Mana potion. I don't know what I need my mana for yet. Can I get anything out of these plants or mushrooms? No. Who are you? What do we have here? Another wretched soul caught in the Inquisition's web, no doubt. Tell me, has your High Confessor sent you off to die? Yes. A melancholic smile spreads across her lips. She can be terribly cruel, can't she? She gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, you'd best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtain's drawn, and the performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you, and something tells me you have your own role to play. Okay. I feel like I need a way better weapon. Can't smoosh those boxes. I guess I have to run past her. And also, I think I need to equip the other potion. Okay, what is this? Oh, monies. Pilfered 3 coins. Alright. I'll pilfer coins. Skills. There are a number of skills that determine your effectiveness at certain tasks. Some are active skills, such as lockpick or lore, which let you interact with objects in the world. Others are passive skills, such as defense and regen. Skills can be improved by increasing the Delusion attribute that governs it. Okay, was I supposed to use skills there? What is this? Can I talk to it? You glimpsed a glimmer of delusion. Collect more to gain more. There are 4 delusion attributes, the fundamental attributes which govern your skills: might, wisdom, guile, and persona. To increase these attributes, you must find enough glimmers of delusion. Okay, so that's how I level up. Any more? Don't run off the islands or you'll die. Let's go through this little tunnel. Oh, good thing we explored a little. Got a health potion. Oh, a stamina potion. Alright, let's put that in our quick slot too. Great. And what is this? I feel like this is like retro aesthetic Elden Ring so far. That's the vibes I'm getting from this. Oh, I could destroy those. I got 3 lockpicks. Alright, well, hold up. If I can destroy, I guess only the boxes with markings on them, not the other boxes. Looks like I can also go up here and there's a box. Pilfered a lockpick. Is there falling damage? Does not appear to be. The road ahead is patrolled by Dark Star mercenaries. I strongly recommend sneaking through the mushrooms to avoid combat. It's not that I doubt your skills, Prisoner 17. I simply calculate a 3 in 5 chance you will die horribly. Remember, direct conflict is usually avoidable. Be on the lookout for ways to sneak past tough enemies. Alright, you didn't tell me how to sneak, though. Oh, no. That person died. In many cases, combat is avoidable. Press crouch to toggle your sneaking. Your footsteps will not make any sound. Or you can sneak up behind an enemy to perform a stealth attack. C for crouch. Okay. Looks like maybe going up here is the way to avoid enemies for right now. Looks like play is something I would have played in the 90s. Okay, we got a health potion. Can I loot the body? Oh, there's a burning house over there. Oh, are those dudes fighting up there? Yeah, they are. I'm going to the burning house. Oh, I like the burning sound effects. How do I get in there? Maybe the other side. Although I don't know if there's anything actually in there to get. Doesn't look like there is. Aishun, thank you for the posture check. You're right. Okay, so I'm still being a sneaky sneak. My guess is I probably can't go through the rushing water. dead people everywhere. With an unholstered weapon, press attack to perform a normal attack. Hold it for a slower but more powerful attack. Okay, there's no tall grass to hide in. I got a lockpick. Maybe that was a friend. Whoops. A throwing knife? Alright. Some of this has got to be better than... Our agent is dying, but they still might be of use. You may have to charm them to gain their trust. The agent may take some convincing. You've been a prisoner for some time. I can no longer smell, but there's a high probability that you emit a foul stench. Success relies on your charm skill, which is derived from the persona attribute. Are you one of the locals? He looks you up and down in disgust. Just leave me be. I failed the Inquisition. I'd rather die in peace. Charm. I'm here to help. Success. He lets out a weary chuckle. I recognize you now. You're one of the prisoners. The Inquisitor must be really desperate. You know you're going to die, right? They wiped out our whole echelon. If you insist on the fool's errand, you might find some supplies in my crashed drop pod. Follow the river upstream and you should find it by the waterfall. Okay, well, I was gonna... put on, like, new armor and stuff, but maybe I'll wait till... Wait, how do I get over there? Can I walk through the river? Doesn't look like I can jump up there. I must have to walk through the river. Yep, I can walk through the river. Here's a good little drop pod. Just money. Just money and a health potion, that's it. Alright, let's look at what we've got going on here equipment-wise. Oh, that's the only sword I still have? I thought I picked up throwing knives. Okay, I didn't pick up a helmet. What happened to those throwing knives I picked up? Maybe I can't use them for some reason. Okay, there's more going on here. Another health potion. Ah, lockpick skill. Alright, is that what you're gonna tell me? Ample supply nest next to me. Always a chance you'll fail and the lockpick will break. Mechanical locks are not the only security measure you'll come across. There's an art to disguising secrets through magical means. Okay. Nope, didn't make it. Try again. I like that they show you the dice roll. That's pretty fun. Here we go. Sneaking up in this house. Oh. In this room, the candlesticks on the wall have been enchanted to conceal a secret passageway. Dispel them, and you will need enough lore skill. Okay. Be mindful of my surroundings, because it might take several switches. Okay, that one. Uh-huh. That one. Something has changed. I mean, oh, I guess I had to... I was like, couldn't I just walk around the house? But I guess not. Look at these beautiful flowers out here. No, it's not like Link. What's happening here? Stuff coming out of the ground? Oh no. Your current status is represented by 3 stats. Health, mana, and stamina to restore, rest in a bed, or drink a potion. Unlike that person. What's this again? We saw one of these before and I don't know what it is. It's a mystery! Gross. Inquisitor Ignavis is waiting for you in the nearby Inquisition column. We strongly recommend speaking with him before wandering forth to your highly probable demise. Okay. Hi. I have been sent to die. Can you help me? This guy. Oh, look at his fine mustache and beard. No. Hold on. Okay, great. Sorry if I've missed some chat. For whatever reason, chat stopped for me, but I'm back now. Do you smell that? Mushrooms, the smoke of battle? I suppose there is a hint of that, but I was talking about mushroom spores. I've never seen this many mushrooms in my life. You gotta behave now. Such wide stalks, such healthy gills. He takes a long breath. Ah, and such potent spores. Okay, this guy's got a thing for mushrooms, clearly. We have mushroom forests back home in Lundell, but nothing like this. He waggles a finger at you while turning his gaze back at the mushrooms. If you get back alive, remind me to get a batch of scry shroom tea for my wife. They make it here in the Oneric Isles, and I hear it's to die for. Oh, to die for. Are you killing your wife? Okay. No. Who are you? Who are you? Ah, where are my manners? Inquisitor Ignavius of the 12th Tribunal. Pleased to make your acquaintance. How do I get to the blinding light? Straight to business, eh? So be it. He points at the fortress. That's the blinding light, the fortress. Leader of the Darkstar mercenaries. High Confessor told me you'd be joining the assault. We need all the help we can get. Sent all my agents, none have reported back. Your orders are to capture her alive. Any questions? How do I get to? Is there a way I can avoid bloodshed? What if I want to practice my combat skills? Or I need to know more about this mission? I would choose I need to know more about this mission, but folks, that is the end of our extra 10-minute playthrough of Dread Delusion, developed by Lovely Hellplace and published by Dread XP. Huzzah! A Gong Show winner today, and we'll make the final poll. So keep that one in mind if that is your ultimate Gong Show winner of the day today. All right, I have one more game today, one more game to showcase. So let me go ahead and get that one all set and ready to go. Okay. Catnip says if you want to know how it goes, you'll either have to buy it or vote it to compete in the ultimate Gong Show in the next Gong Stravaganza. Indeed. Okay. Okay, this one says this is a controller game. Our first controller game of the day, actually. So here we go. Our final game of today's Gong Show is called Hauntii. And it's developed by Moon Loop Games and published by Firestoke. It launched May 23rd, so it launches tomorrow. Huzzah! Congratulations on your upcoming launch tomorrow on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch across the board. Love it. Hauntii is a beguiling adventure in which you uncover the secrets of an expansive and mysterious world, haunting both the environment and its denizens to craft ingenious solutions to the many challenges that await. It combines classic shooting action with a slower, more contemplative pace as you traverse the otherworldly landscapes of eternity. An expansive handcrafted world with tight yet open-ended environments, and you get to craft an array of solutions to puzzles and devise approaches to combat scenarios. I like the music, but I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Catnip says I really like the art. Yeah, the hand-drawn art. Okay, new game. Select a file. Cute. We'll go with cat. Start a new game with this file, yes. Man, 7 winners. This is going to be a tough Gong Show. I like this art a lot so far. Yes, you're right. We need voting. Here we go. Voting is up. You're getting Little Prince vibes? Are we on a spoon? What are we on? Oh, we're crying. Move around. Dash is A. Okay. Hello? Interact is X, okay? Welcome, new soul. I've made these signs to guide those who wander in from the vast plains. Where is this? Eternity, of course. Okay. Shoot essence. I'm just gonna go this way just to see what was there. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, it will. Alright, I guess we walk through this portal. Big Butt 5, it looks like Big Butts. I love your name. Okay. If you haven't figured it out by now, you're a ghost. One of the perks of being a ghost is that you can haunt things. When you haunt something, your spirit joins with it. Shoot something with essence, and you'll see. And remember, not everything can be haunted, but a lot of things can. Give it a shot. Alright, what can I haunt? This thing, maybe. Checkpoint unlocked and game saved. Man, chat is super nice today. Oh, I haunted this thing. Congratulations to the team behind Hauntii on your Gong Show win today. Firestone Games and Moonloop Games. Congratulations. We'll keep playing for another 5 to 10 before we start our ultimate Gong Show vote of the day. Catnip says it's too cute to not be nice. Look, I haunted this like little thing that looks like a Diglett, and it said, "Hey guys, I got haunted." Now, we've got to give this ghost some guidance. So, hello there. Us humble hills don't have much to offer, but some things ghosts haunt have wonderful abilities. So keep exploring, little one. Alright, so I haunted the hill. Unhaunt is left trigger. Game saved. Maybe I should try haunting this. Oh, and I can slide it to solve puzzles. Okay. Oh, interesting that it gets all warped if I walk in the darkness. And there's eyes in the darkness. That makes me very sus. I feel like we shouldn't go out there quite yet. Oh, that's a new portal. But before we go in the new portal, let's just see. Okay. So I just can't rapid fire for too long. stuff. Awesome. Who are you? You, of course. Oh. Who were you? Again, just a sign. Maybe you will find clues in the stars. Like these stars? Like where things get all dark? Hold to knock down. Oh, I probably should have knocked it the other way. That was silly. Alright, we'll go on. Interesting. Straying from the path is no bueno. Checkpoint unlocked. Does look like maybe I can haunt this really big hill. Okay, now I'm going off the path. You hear how like the music gets more dissonant and everything? So much more chill than like the other games we were playing today. Just like take your sweet time. It's a take your sweet time shooter. This is farewell for now, young spirit. Perhaps you will meet the real me somewhere out there. What did he say his name was? M something? M Wisp. I like that they don't tell you exactly what to do with everything. You just kind of have to figure it out on your own. Oh, and that lights up more areas. Okay. To use all my essence. But I guess I could have done this and then fired in all directions if I needed to. Unhaunt. Go get the goods. And then... I guess I need to haunt. How did I move it? Can I haunt that? I guess I can. Is there a way to do it there? No. Light these torches though. I lit every torch. What's that do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. The eyes are coming for me. What does that mean? Okay, don't veer off the path, y'all. We found out. That is so disturbing. We made an angel friend that's very disturbing. Maybe we were supposed to. Oh, I lit a path. Okay. I guess you can go any direction you want, right? Game saved. Oh, this takes us back to where we were. Alright, Ridian with the air horns. Can you haunt the angel? That's a great question. So I feel like lighting the torches isn't always the best option. Like sometimes it lights stuff up, but sometimes it doesn't. Does she know we can't understand her? Oh, she's gonna show us something up. She's gonna take us up. And we're gonna be in love amongst the stars. Okay. Okay, and I'm pausing there because that is the end of our extra 10-minute playthrough of Hauntii. Very, very cool. So let me go ahead and create the poll. Rachel says, what does the Game On Request reward get, by the way? Game On Request allows you to put forth a game to potentially be played on stream. If you do a Game On Request, it will make it into the spin wheel that we do at the end of every month. Or usually it's more the beginning of the next month. But all the Game On requests for the month go on one giant spin wheel. We spin the spin wheel, and whatever wins gets played on stream at some point. Red Banshee says, this is super cute. This is the first one I really want to play. Well, I'm glad you found something you liked. Like I said, it launches tomorrow on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Haha. 8 people requested Sandland 2 weeks ago. A lot of people requested Sandland. So Sandland has a lot of votes for the Game On Request wheel this month. All right, I'm changing us to just chatting real quick. Boop, boop. As I make our poll. New poll. Over here, we're going to look at our poll from last time was Hades 2, Seablip, and Goblins of Elderstone. New poll. So, ultimate Gong Show winner. Will it be Seablip? Will it be Goblins of Elderstone? Will it be Hades 2? Or Hauntii, which we just played? Or Dread Delusion? So I'm going to put that up right now with another 3-minute poll. Good luck to all the games that were featured today. And for the folks who don't remember the games that we showed, I will show them off as well. So, just for people who want to see, we had Seablip, looked like this one. Here, I'll take this off. Seablip looked like this. And then we had Goblins of Elderstone, building a little goblin village. We had Hades 2, looked like this, if you don't remember. Then Dread Delusion, we were a knight running around with guns. Or excuse me, that was Knights Within, was Knights with Guns. Dread Delusion was the retro RPG that, to me, reminded me of, like, very retro-looking Elder Souls. And then, I can talk today, Elden Ring. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. Very retro-looking Elden Ring. And then we finished it up with Hauntii. This cute one right here. So get those votes in. Catnip says, I figure it'll end up between being Hades 2 and Hauntii. Maybe. We'll see. Jofo, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it, my friend. Nord the Barbarian says, how many games in your Steam library? A whole lot is the answer. A whole lot. I don't even know how to check how many games are in my library, but a bunch. Every year when I do my Steam in review, it's like, you played 500 games this year. So many. So many. Can we have 2 winners, please, says Rob. We can't have 2 winners. However, I always thought about, I think about this. So maybe for the end of the year, big like Gong Show winner, Game of the Year winner, we'll have like a wild card / honorable mention spot that chat can vote on. Like something that wasn't the ultimate Gong Show winner in the Gong Stravaganza, but that you think deserves to be in the end of the year, Game of the Year Gong Show anyway. We'll see. Starcat, you bought Tears of the Kingdom last Nintendo stream and it arrived Monday. You've put in 13 hours already. Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm happy that you're enjoying it. Hades 2 and Hauntii were both great. They are. I mean, honestly, we had a lot of really strong winners today. Goblins of Elderstone I thought was really fun too. There were a lot that stuck out to me this week. Good week. And none of the games got the gongs. So just, you know, for the sake of doing it. Just so the gong gets some love today and knows we didn't forget about it. All right, 47% of you voted for Hades 2. With Hauntii coming in second and Goblins of Elderstone coming in third. Congratulations to all of our Gong Show winner today. Yeah, I've got Beaverhausen. I have a lot. I have a lot of games, for sure. The Gong needs at least some love. I totally agree with you. But yeah, I mean, my Steam library is vast. Here, wait. Ready? Most of them are uninstalled at this point because I switch PCs every so often. But yeah, I'm just scrolling through my Steam library. Oh, the very bottom one is Path of Exile. Doesn't mean the bottom in my heart at all. But yeah, look at all those games. Ooh, mama. That's a lot of games. But it's all in the spirit of supporting games that don't often get played. So, you know, as opposed to a streamer that only streams one game all the time, I'm the opposite of that. So it's funny when people are like, oh, are you a variety streamer? I'm like, you don't even know. Quite a large backlog, indeed. You need to start grouping them. I mean, I guess the way that I generally group them is like, games that I can play on an airplane get their own group because those are the games I want to install on the Asus ROG Ally for long flights. But that's pretty much the only group. And then like favorites. But yeah, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games on there, folks. Thank you all for a wonderful Gong Show. I think we do have time to do one of our Game On Request games. So I have Victoria 3 from CP Falcon just sitting there waiting and ready to go. I'm almost positive it is. Yep, it is installed. So we can check it out. We can check that out today. But before we do that, Beaverhausen says, I think with that list you qualified for needing a third lifetime. Oh, for sure. I will never have the time. Never, ever, ever. Jofo, PlayStation has all their launcher stuff with PC right now. It's, a hot topic online. How do you feel about it? Let me know in chat. Thoried says, I've been waiting for some Victoria 3. Okay, we're going to play some Victoria 3, but before that, I am going to take a quick bio break because I've been doing really well with my hydrate reminders. And I need just a quick moment. So, do yourself a favor, get some snacks, get some chips, do what you got to do, and I will see you in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Okay, I smiled so hard. Lendo-san given the Bruce with angel wings emote. I love it so much. I love it so, so much. Sorry, I did a bio break, and then, did we get a raid from Bruce? We got a raid from Bruce! I didn't even see that! I just saw the silly emotes. Oh my goodness, thank you, Bruce Green. Thank you for the raid. Hold on. Hold up. Party balloons. Party balloons in the house for Bruce and Bruce's Raiders. Thank you, Bruce, for the raid. How are you, my friend? You were playing Ghost of Tsushima. Were you playing it on PlayStation or PC? Let me know. These balloons are for you and your community. Thank you for the raid. For those of you I don't know, hi, welcome. My name's Trisha Hershberger. I normally work as an on-camera presenter talking about tech, video games, and fandom entertainment. So like sci-fi, fantasy, comic-related stuff. Sometimes I talk about toys and collectibles. And on the days I'm not on set doing that, you'll find me here on Twitch streaming. I love Twitch. So we actually just finished our indie game showcase for the week. So the indie games that we checked out today, just in case any of you are indie game hounds and you're like, ooh, Trisha, I want to know what you played today. Let me shout them out real quick. Or maybe you're looking for something new to play today, or just in general. We played a game called Seablip that was really fun. The Bridge Curse 2, really scary. Hades 2, so good. More of what you love from Supergiant and the original Hades. Goblins of Elderstone is a city building and management game where you run a city of goblins. Knights Within was a really interesting third-person shooter meets brawler hack and slash with roguelite elements, but I was describing it as knights with guns. We also played Dread Delusion. Very Elden Ring, but old school graphics. And then we played a game with gorgeous hand-drawn visuals called Hauntii from Moonloop Games and Firestoke Games. That's like puzzles, and the music was really pretty. Anyway, the games were all fire today. Every single one won. Normally, when we have games that don't win, we ring this giant gong and move on to the next one. It's not really a giant gong. It's just, kind of giant. Giant for me. I'm Hobbit-sized. But we didn't even ring the gong today. I had to do an honorary Gong Show gong. Darth Ralston Sith. I love that dragon emote. Whose channel is that from? Yeah, all winners today. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's a tiny gong. To be fair, it's a tiny gong. I'm a tiny person. But you've come into the stream at a fun point because once a month we spin a giant spin wheel of all of the game on requests that community has requested. Some lovely folks in the community have requested that I play on stream. And one of the community game requests from a while ago that I'm just catching up with now is Victoria 3. I have not played it at all, so I thought it might be fun to check out Victoria 3 for a little bit. So that is not part of the Gong Show officially. Victoria 3 is not. So I'm actually gonna get up and put the gong away. Bye-bye, gong, until next time. I'm going to put the gong away. And let's check out Victoria 3. I've been meaning to check this out for a while. Bruce, if you're still here, how was your stream, my friend? I know I asked you if you were playing Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation or on PC. But honestly, Bruce, if you had to raid and run, especially considering you raided into a BRB screen, get your stuff done. I know you're busy. I know you've got a fam-dam-lam to take care of. So I totally get it. Take care of yourself, and thank you for entrusting your community here, even for just a little. If you're here for just a little, thank you for spending some time with me today. So yeah, that's the plan, is that we're going to check out Victoria 3. Anyone in chat, especially those just coming from the raid, please let me know if you've played before and what you think of it. So I'm going to change our category to that. Boom. I'm excited to check it out. A Trish and Bruce co-stream would break Twitch. I would love to co-stream with Bruce. I love Bruce. Every time I get to see Bruce or work with Bruce, it is a highlight of my career. I wanted to have Bruce on my Parents Who Stream panel last year at TwitchCon, but it filled up too fast. And then this year, I didn't submit in time. So there will be no Parents Who Stream panel from me at TwitchCon this year because I just didn't get it submitted in time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bummer sauce. But that's okay. There'll be lots of other good panels that I'll go support all my friends at. It flew under the radar for me until they were like, hey, reminder, panel submissions are due tomorrow. And when you submit a panel for something like TwitchCon, you need to have all of your panelists confirmed before you even submit the panel. And I was like, there is no way in less than 24 hours I'm going to reach out to all these busy streamers and get a response from them of, yes, I'm definitely going to TwitchCon, and yes, I have availability to be on your panel. There's no way that's going to happen in less than 24 hours. So I was just like, alas, not this year. Because a lot of people are like, if I'm free, I'll be on your panel, but I don't know what my schedule for TwitchCon is yet and stuff like that. Or I don't know if I'm committing to traveling for TwitchCon yet, or it's always wild. Anywho, let's go ahead and play some Victoria 3. Shall we? Look at this. So cute. So cute. I keep just refreshing chat because it's being so strange for me today. I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully I'm not missing any of your messages, and if I am, I apologize. Bye, Starcat. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, we've got this little clock. Doesn't this guy on Victoria 3, doesn't he kind of look like Leo Camacho? If anybody follows or used to follow Leo Camacho, that's what he reminds me of. Okay, it's initializing game. It's taking a bit, but that's all right. I wonder what they're celebrating, says Red Banshee. Earl speculates, is this what happens if we had a couple more Queen Victorias? I don't know. I don't know. Still says initializing game. You know, it's the first time I'm running it. It's taking a while. It's taking a bit. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, this might be installed on the gaming PC's hard drive, not SSD. Whoopsie doozle, that'll take a bit. You thought that was the DC Capitol building in the background, but nope. Nope. They're celebrating the announcement of the Switch too. You know, March 2025 is when we can all look forward to that. You think he looks like Todd Howard? Ay, ay, ay. Are they celebrating the women's vote? There are happy women in this. Yeah, they're celebrating some headline that we don't know until the game finishes initializing. Although at this point I'm like, should I just install it on the SSD? I could just uninstall and reinstall it on the SSD in the amount of time it's taking to initialize. We'll see. They're celebrating literacy. Hey, we love reading. Yes, we do. How's everybody's day been while we're waiting? Good day, good Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the week. That's great. Ah, here we go. Single player new game. I like the music. You took your final today. Congrats, Red Banshee. That's gotta feel good. Learn the game. Economic dominance. Hegemony, egalitarian society, and start game. Let's learn the game. I hope it's not just a bunch of reading. Tornado warning, and please stay safe, Rob. Okay, play a campaign guided by challenges that help you learn both how the game works and how to play it. Let's do that. AI behavior toward players lenient, AI aggression low is how they recommend it. Okay? Yeah, let's play that. No country has been selected yet, so learn the game. Recommended countries are Sweden, Belgium, Colombia, or Persia. Who do we want? Do you guys have any votes? Are you watching your bathtub? No. Had to do a cache clear, and now you can't log back into Reddit. Ugh, I'm sorry. Did you have like two-factor on an auth app you don't have? Red Banshee says, let's go Belgium. They have beer and chocolate. I mean, I do like those things. So yeah, let's do that. It says, in Belgium, the Industrial Revolution's in full swing. The yoke of Dutch oppression was cast aside just 6 years ago, and the country is bounding ahead of their former masters with the construction of the first railroad in continental Europe. What does the future hold for them? Unemployed, an unemployed pop, authority. Okay, we're going through pretty quick with these tips. And waffles. Dante says Belgium as well. Okay, great. Age of Progress. The year is 1836. Leopold of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha is King of Belgium. The Industrial Revolution is well underway, bringing cataclysmic social change along with it. More than 20 years have passed since the Congress of Vienna imposed some semblance of order upon Europe, and unrest is once again starting to brew among the great powers. It will be up to you to guide Belgium to glory over the following century. There is no one way to win in Victoria 3. You set your own goals and experience different stories in the process of pursuing them. Victoria 3 is about taking charge of, growing and shaping a Victorian-era country, with a primary focus on economics and politics. You will be constructing a society of your own imagination while overcoming internal and external obstacles. Politics, economics, diplomacy, and war are all tools to that end, but must be employed with care as your population have needs and desires of their own. Your decisions will impact them, and they will, in turn, attempt to influence you. Victoria 3 is a dynamic simulation with many moving parts. All your actions will have consequences, even unintended ones. This is normal and expected. You do not have to learn how everything works before you play. Take it slow and learn from your mistakes, and you will soon be an expert policymaker. I like that they give you that, like, disclaimer of you're going to mess up and that's okay. Like, give yourself the freedom to make mistakes. I like that they throw that out up front. WASD, look around the map. Scroll wheel zooms in and out. Oh, look at that. Really zoom out. Zoom in. Okay. You can also pan the map by moving the cursor to the edge of the screen. By holding tab, you see an instant overview of the whole world. Whoa. Okay. Sometimes you will see underlined text or a colored name or concept. Hover your cursor over to get more information. So to continue, place your mouse cursor over a tooltip inside another tooltip. So let's see. Keep your cursor still for a moment, and there we go. Capacities, introduction. So up here are all my capacities. 3 capacities measure different aspects of your country's power. Bureaucracy is this first one. It's like, at first I thought it was a loaf of bread. No, it's a book with a little feather pen. Okay, bureaucracy, authority, and influence. Capacities originate from some government buildings, certain laws, and your rank respectively. You get to decide how to allocate them to further your interests. Unspent capacity will provide a minor boost to one aspect of your country, while overspending will incur a major penalty. Okay, so do not overspend. Got it. Money in the treasury, which we have up here, is used to fund the state apparatus. expand industry and infrastructure, fund the state apparatus, pay the military, influence minor nations. The vast majority of money in your country is circulated by buildings. Buildings drive your country's economy via production, and pops. The world's population are organized into pops, groups of individuals who work in the same building as a certain profession and share the same culture and religion. Interesting. Okay. Buildings and pops can be taxed to grow and improve your economy. Decrease your expenses by minimizing the operating costs of government buildings. The balance shown in the top bar reflects a weekly change. So right now we're making money each week. That's good. Loans will be automatically repaid while your weekly balance is positive. It says money can be saved to spend later, although going into debt by running a negative weekly balance can often yield a better return on investment. Interesting. Let's invade the UK and see what happens. Probably not. Probably not. On the left side of the screen, a number of buttons can take you to screens showing an overview of the different aspects of Belgium. I'm going to have to turn off the move mouse cursor. That drives me wild. These are message settings. What about game settings? Music player, Wikipedia, game settings, please. Controls. Zoom behavior, relative cursor, zoom in a cursor, ignore cursor. Mouse pan. Alright, what do I want to turn off to make it so that the cursor doesn't move the screen? Yeah, pan camera up should be WAS and D. I don't want it to be anything else. Is that this? Can I turn this off? Maybe disabled. I think that might be it. Returning game. Yes, okay, good. Mouse pan is disabled. Thank the Lord. On the left side, because especially when they're like, go over here to the left, and then you do that a little too far, and the whole thing wings out of frame. Take you to the number screen showing an overview of the different aspects, okay? Some are used to manage your country, while others are informational. Feel free to look through them and press next when ready. We've got politics, budget, buildings, market, interesting, military, okay, let's take a look at that. Military, diplomacy, no active diplomatic plays, technology, okay, cultures, population, journal, companies, and my countries at peace ledger. Okay, next. Lenses, introduction. Along the bottom of the screen are 5 lenses. So here, let me get out of politics for a second. Here's my 5 lenses. These provide easy access to actions you can take to shape your country, combined with information needed to make good decisions. Production is for expanding industries to produce goods and provides details about your economic output. Politics is for managing the government and your population and provides details about the power balance in your country. Diplomacy is for initiating or breaking pacts with other countries or starting diplomatic plays against them. It provides details about how other countries perceive you. Military is for expanding your army and navy, and trade lets you expand the infrastructure and establish trade routes. Hi, my name is Ruin says, I believe you can scoot the tutorial window around on the screen to look beneath it. Ah, thank you. Thoried says, I think you want mouse pan. Why? Because I can do this, WAS and D. That's how I'm used to playing most management games. And so mouse pan would be like, if I put the mouse up at the top, it goes up. So if you've played this game before and there's a good reason I should keep it enabled, let me know. But otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy to like try to access anything in this top corner and accidentally wing my camera out of control, which is what usually happens to me. Okay, open one of these interfaces. Got it. Each lens has its own map mode. Zoom out and take a look at the map to see what details just changed. Ah, sorry, the mouse pan setting is in disabled. Got it. I thought you meant I think you wanted enabled. And I was like, oh no, why? But yeah, we got it. Thank you. Clicking on each lens and looking at the map can give you a good hunch of what's already going down in your country. So let's see. Let's get back to... I want this here, and let's see what happens in our lens view now. Production lens. So it looks like... what's happening there? Political lens. Intelligentsia in the government. Industrialists. Diplomatic lens. Your neighbor. They're wary. They don't have a good attitude towards me. Or belligerent in the Netherlands. Versus France, which is protective of me. Oh my goodness. Netherlands don't like us. Pausing, introduction, adjust the speed of the game and pause on pause with spacebar. Love that. I'm gonna pause and unpause the game. There we go. And I think that means you've just been given your first tutorial challenge. We have paused the game to give you time to read. Remember to unpause using the speed controls or the spacebar when you're ready. I'll put it back on that time. Open the journal by clicking the highlighted button on the left to begin. Journal. Okay. Expand to basic building. Expand the wheat farms in Wallonia. Will complete if level 8 wheat farms in Wallonia. Okay. This is your journal. All tutorial challenges granted to you can be found here. Other major events in your country may also appear here from time to time. You should inspect the tutorial challenge you've been given. Open the Expand a Basic Building journal entry. Yep, did that. You've been tasked with expanding a basic agricultural building in one of your states. As you play the game, more tutorial challenges like this one will appear in your journal. You can either try to complete the challenge yourself without any guidance, or click the Tell Me How button for a walkthrough. You can also click the Tell Me Why button for a more in-depth explanation of why it's important. Good luck. Alright, I understand. So let's do expand the level 8 wheat farms. So I'm going to assume that's going to be in my production lens, or maybe I should do it in my buildings. Yeah, in my buildings. Wheat farms. Expand. Okay. Select in which state to build wheat farms. Wheat farm 7, wheat farm 6. I guess let's do it here then. Okay. This is a size 7 though, but I need something to get to size 8. Okay, well now I probably did it twice, but that's okay. That should have taken care of my journal. Currently level 7 it says still. Oh, it's because I have it paused. I wonder if I let some time pass. Wheat and hops, let's go! So let's see if I did it right. Tell me how. Clicking on a state on the map, you can see which buildings already exist there. Find the state called, oh, they wanted it in Wallonia. If you hover the state's name, it should highlight somewhere near Belgium. Click on Wallonia. Buildings. Wheat farms, here we go. Do I hit that? 7 plus 1, so it already is 8. You've successfully ordered the expansion. Okay. Buildings take time to expand. The wheat farms have been placed in the construction queue and will be constructed within several weeks, several weeks. Okay. While waiting for this process to complete, keep playing the game. More journal entries will appear. Okay, whatever's happening down here is giving me anxiety. Due to Denmark establishing, or Portugal have declared Netherlands to be their rival. Oh man, I wish they'd chill a little bit, huh? All right, let's see what else we have to do in the journal. So that's not complete yet, but it's gonna happen soon. So domestic affairs, path to liberalism, or urbanize Belgium. Development, branching out. These time out, so maybe I should do these. Patronize romanticism. The philosophy department. And branching out. Potential journal entries that we could get eventually. Thank you for the stream streak, German Sumo Gaijin. Alright, let's do, I'm a big fan of the arts, but I also want us to urbanize can be good. So let's see, prioritize. If Belgium has researched realism, so let's start researching. Any Belgian building, building its arts academy. Has activated traditional art. The workforce occupancy is greater than or equal to 90%, and the building level is greater than or equal to 2. Here, let me put this lens back down, because it looks like political, diplomatic, military, trade lens. So, does that mean I need to build any Belgian building? Building is an arts academy. Who has an arts academy already? Let's see. Anyone? Potential rural building. Urban. Development. And the railway. Could I expand that? I don't know. I don't know. But let's go back. If completed, it triggers the event. Isn't it romantic? Oh, but I did the thing I don't want to do. It will fail if I research realism. No, no, no. Can we stop that? Can I research something else instead? I don't want to be researching that. I misread it. Military Production Society. I've already researched that. Unlocks the Arts Academy building. Where do I find that? There are no Arts Academy in Belgium. I want to make one. So how do I find that? Diplomacy, technology, cultures. Maybe in cultures? No. It's interesting because in the journal, it says it should give me a show me how, but it doesn't. Buildings. Potential development buildings. I don't have any. Like, I feel like it should be under here. Arts Academy, there it is. Select which state to build it in. I don't know. Yeah, Which is better to put it in? I don't know. Okay, I just picked one because I'm not sure. And now I want to go to tech again. I want to stop researching this. But I don't know how. I can't, like, pause it or anything. The game told you it's okay to mess up. They did. I just wanted it to be romantic. But now it's like, no, you will be a realist. Alright, well, let's see what other journal entries we can mess up then. Okay, level 8 wheat farms. I guess we still didn't do, so it's going to take 3 years to do this. Path to liberalism. Let's see what else we can do. All of this is fine, except Belgium legitimacy is greater than or equal to 50. A government's legitimacy measures how well the composition of the interest groups in government fit with the country's laws. The lower the legitimacy, the longer the time between attempts to enact new laws. Raising or lowering taxes also has an impact on legitimacy. So maybe we lower taxes? Or at least one of these. Belgium has enacted universal suffrage or census suffrage. Maybe universal suffrage would be good. And that would give us more legitimacy. Requires one of the following. Disallowed by chiefdom in government principles. Or disallowed by command economy. I don't know what it means by disallowed. And it doesn't have... Here we go. Maybe in here. Wealth voting. Universal suffrage. Enact with a 4% chance to progress? Oh, no. I don't know why we only have a 4% chance. 60.7% of the clout in the country do not care about this. An interest group's share of the total political strength that pops across their country. Their final word on how influential an interest group is. Well, how do I get them to do the things I want them to do? That's a good idea. Hi, my name is Ruin. Maybe. For the technology stuff. Yeah, how do I get them to be like, one interest group supports this law? Yikes. So where are, let's look at, are these my pops? They are. Lower, middle, affluent income. Not that many people are struggling. This is so in-depth. I honestly, this is going to sound silly, but I wish that the tutorial gave it to you a little bit more piecemeal instead of just being like, go for it! Some 10 random says legitimacy is based on the number of interest groups in government and how much clout they have and taxes in general. Having a few high clout parties gets you high legitimacy, so putting powerful groups or parties once you have voting in government gets you legitimacy. But sometimes you get stuck with the bad parties like the landowners because you have too many farmers. Pops are attracted to interest groups based on their jobs. Alright, so like if I want people to vote for universal suffrage, what do I do? The tutorial abandoned me. The show me how button went away. Where I'm still waiting for this to happen, but that's it. Everything else, it's like, nope, you're on your own. Dorian the Critic says, how do we vote? In the game? I don't know how people vote in the game. Or do you mean like for Gong Show? The Gong Show is over. We're just playing right now. I guess guide me. Okay. Politics. Interest groups in government and opposition and marginalized. You decide freely which of your interest groups to include in government, with the caveat that your current laws determine how legitimate it is considered to be. A high legitimacy government is more efficient in enacting new laws, while low legitimacy government takes longer to do things. Go to any of the interest groups panels. Okay. The ideology at the top of the list of ideologies originates from its leader. Leaders will change during the course of the game and the leader's ideology with it, but in some cases leaders may drastically and permanently come to change what an interest group stands for. Leaders can have other effects on an interest group as well due to its character traits or current popularity. Interest groups have their own interest group traits with direct effect across the entire country. Interest group traits activates and deactivates on different approval levels and scales in power if the interest group is powerful. Keep an interest group happy and your people will enjoy benefits, but if you anger them, they will lash out until you change your ways. An interest group's power is measured by its clout, which is equal to its share of total political strength across your country. Political strength ultimately originates from pops who will support those interest groups they think best represent their interests in shaping the country to best benefit them. All pops supporting an interest group can be viewed in their panel. Okay. That's their leader. Laws in the interest group supports are also available in list form, sorted in the order of most to least desired. Hovering the enact button will clarify the approval effects of the law on this and other interest groups in the country. Let's see. Some 10 random says, but building universities would create more academics jobs, which would make more people join the intelligentsia. Let's see. Success 4%. Election. Results. Catholic Party votes. Free Trade Party. Agrarian Party. Liberal Party. Okay. So everybody's Catholic in Belgium is what I'm learning. My building was expanded. Okay, so let's go back to the journal. Change a production method on wheat farms in Wallonia. Hi, my name is Ruin says, I believe the path to universal suffrage goes through long, gradual change. No decree saying now we all vote. In Victoria 3, the voting base must be persuaded. Okay, well that was a mistake then. New production method on wheat farms in Wallonia has been active for a few weeks, so tell me how. Open the panel for wheat farms in Wallonia. So that would be, I forget, do I click on Wallonia, buildings, wheat farms. You can click any of them to see a list of alternative options. Oh, here's the production methods. Soil enriching farming, maintain single crop, harvesting tools, like what could I do instead of that? Ox powered plows. Sure. Keep this production method active for at least 4 weeks to complete the lesson. Okay. Currently homesteading. Publicly traded, privately owned. Interesting. I feel like every single one of these specific things could be a game in itself. Finally done with work for the day. That's awesome, Corgi. Some 10 random says also political parties in opposition who aren't happy, below 5 approval, will often start movements to stall laws. Rob says, is this a learning game? I mean, this is a game that throws a lot of text at you right up front. Which I appreciate at least that they're trying through the journal to be like, here's the thing, learn how to do it. But there's just so much information that I don't know that it's succeeding to the degree they want it to. Oi, Fabrizio, welcome. Okay, so now let's see on our journal. Expand the paper mills in Flanders. Flanders. Buildings. Where are my paper mills? I don't... Oh, here. Okay, expanding. The paper mills in Flanders. Got you. So it'll take a while probably to do that. But grow our gross domestic product and tax base. By nature of that. So yeah, I was like, oh, I did the first thing. Let me try some of this other stuff. And I think I've messed up patronized romanticism unless... Oh yeah, we said technology. What if we do something else? Dialect, psychiatry, medical degrees are nice. Labor movement. Is that already... Are the green ones already researched? I can't tell. Or the green, like, up for research. ID documents. Human rights. Okay, we're gonna research human rights instead. So you're right, that's how we stop technology research, is we choose something different. Hovering over things and reading them is the only tutorial for this game. That's what I'm getting. Arthur says, I like the Paradox games, but some have a steep difficulty curve, like Victoria 3. Never could get into it. I found Stellaris to be a lot more engaging, and the modding community is pretty good. Yeah, I liked Stellaris when we played that. Green ones are unresearched. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Rob says it needs some zombies. I don't know that it needs some zombies. I need, like, the slow ramp-up curve. Like, the point I got to with Frostpunk was, like, pretty fast, whipping between the stuff, and then I was like, oh, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. Make it more complex. Make it more complex. Give me more to do. But, like, I had to get up to that point. You know what I mean? I couldn't just throw it all in my face right in the beginning and we'll be good to go. Okay, so that's happening now. Let's see. Diplomacy. Show attitude towards you on the map. So yeah, they don't like me at all. Show relations with you on the map. Okay. No wars, no active diplomatic plays. Improve relations. And our rivalry with Netherlands. Declare interests. Create an interest in a strategic region where we do not control any territory. Oh, that's interesting. We have a trade agreement with Great Britain. Oh, 13 years left to research human rights. Goodness gracious. We only have 100 years to do it. Rob says this game makes me feel like a freshman sitting on a graduate physics course. It does kind of feel like that. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay, cultures. Flemish and Malonian. Citizenship, racial segregation. State, religion, Catholic, church and state, freedom of conscience. So I guess I can just organize them by... The Catholics have the most political strength, here and here. Which is interesting, because it looks like 17%... Oh, I guess that's our cultural turmoil. I thought that was, like, of people. There's a lot of the middle class. Well, no, I guess that's only K. Just kidding. There's a lot of the lower class. The philosophy department, what do they want for that? Any Belgian building. Building is university. Workforce occupancy, building level. Activated philosophy department. More than 90% of eligible buildings, which is currently 0%. Alright, so it looks like that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Some 10 Random says, this game is a statistics and spreadsheets game masquerading as a strategy game. Like Cookie Clicker, but madness and war. You know, that's a really good way to describe it. It is. Like, I'm like, I want fun stuff to happen that causes me to make choices and, like, make things better but, like, there's so much information being thrown at my face right now that it all looks kind of like gobbledygook. So, I guess I can speed up time. Because my level 2 paper mills in Flanders should be happening. Yeah, because it's 1 + 1, so it's happening. I just don't know when. Let's see the construction queue. Where is that? Is it under... Can I see the construction queue here in buildings, maybe? Or maybe I keep forgetting about these down here. Production lens. Political lens. Diplomatic lens. Military lens. Trade lens. No, that's not going to be it. Just a big XML file with a fancy UI. You're cracking me up. Yeah, where is there, I guess, construction queue? Here. The paper mills. 53 weeks left for that paper mill to be complete. Private constructions. There's a glassworks. Paper mills. Okay. Expand the construction sector so things get done faster? I don't know, maybe. Select in which state to build a construction sector. I don't know. That would be a lot more upkeep. I don't have the money for that. I can't do that. I don't have the money for that. If I'm understanding this all correctly. So yeah, my paper mill, I just gotta like speed stuff up, I guess. Could go in and hack the treasure files. Look, I'm just trying to check objectives off the journal list. And I'm sure me speeding up time is wasting valuable time considering we only have 100 years to like get her done, but I'm not about to just sit here and do nothing for that long. Austria improving relations. Attitude towards Belgium is protective. That's good. Trade actions. Move market capital. Export trade routes. I mean, I think things are good. Are people happy? I'm going way too fast on time. I'm aware. Journal is half bait. Come on, give me that paper mill. They have an input goods shortage. Okay, I think we did it. Journal. Okay, now we have more things we can do. Fix unproductive building. Improve earnings of arms industry in Flanders. The arms industries in Flanders is not bringing in sufficient revenue compared to its expenses to stay competitive. Use what you've learned about buildings and production methods to try to resolve this problem. You can also try to solve the problem with subsidies or trade routes. Arms industries has maintained a productivity of at least 5 or been subsidized. Okay, let's do it. There is no one-click fix for a building's low productivity. Let's have a look at the building's process breakdown to see what the issues might be. So we're gonna go to the Flanders panel, buildings, arms industries. Okay, so our productivity is not as high as it could be. If the goods on the input side of the process are too expensive, you can focus on reducing their price. Okay? This can be accomplished by expanding buildings that produce them or importing those goods to your market. Okay, so either iron or hardwood. I feel like hardwood we should be able to fix somehow, maybe. Or maybe I should, like, work on these. Our production methods. Those all just look more expensive. What about this? Right now we're doing hand assembly. This will generate some pollution, but do I even have 15 of that resource? No, I don't. Well, that would be the easiest thing to change, I think. Ownership is the merchant guilds currently. Okay. Not subsidized. We could just subsidize it. Infrastructure usage. Hardwood, where do we get that? Plus 60% compared to base price. Yeah, so this is what we need to work on, I feel like. Produced in logging camps. So now let's go back to the logging camps, maybe, and make those more efficient. Auto-expand. This building would auto-expand whenever these conditions are true. Cash reserves. Okay, yeah, this thing's doing good. We gotta expand. It's gonna take 20 weeks. I'm gonna expand it twice and see if that helps us out here. Production method of horse-drawn. What other options do we have? Yeah, I don't have any of those other things. Alright, we'll see if that helps. I'm gonna have to wait 20 weeks to see if it does. And then in the journal, the other thing I need to do is establish a trade route. Begin imports of engines. Okay. Input goods shortages can be easily dealt with by importing goods from countries that produce what you require. Solving shortages or reducing market prices are not the only reason to trade, though. Exporting goods keep your market from getting oversaturated and ensure profits stay healthy while ensuring other economies start to become reliant on yours. Let's do it. Oh, I guess I have to go through this. Okay. Yeah, trade, and it looks like the trade routes could help with this too. I'm gonna skip that lesson for right now. Here we go. Trade routes, okay. That's our trade lens. Trade routes establish a connection between two markets to purchase, transport, and sell a particular good. Your routes can either import or export to and from your own market, and always target another market. If you know which good you need to import, you can easily establish a route using the trade lens. Go to the Import Trade Routes tab in the trade lens, okay? Select the Engines option. All markets you're able to import engines from are listed. To establish the route, simply click on an option in the list or market on the map. American market or Prussian market? Before that, let's take a look at why you might want to choose one over another. Unless you can trade over land with a market adjacent to your own, you need convoys and a port to trade through. The remote market does not require a port, but it does need a coastline. The number of... I thought I said sea noodles. The number of sea nodes the route passes through influences its convoy cost. So trading with the more remote markets requires more convoys. So Prussian is obviously better in this point. In order to trade with a market, you can require an active interest in strategic region where that market has a presence. The level is the predicted level of trade center required to manage the route once it's fully operational. Okay. The amount a trade route is capable of moving is linked to its level. Okay. The productivity of a trade route is the amount of profit generated by employees in the managing trade center after tariffs have been collected by both the importing and exporting market owner. The greater the market price difference in the two markets before trade, the greater the productivity. Now that you know the effects of starting one trade route over another, choose one or several markets to import from. You can trade each good with more than one market, but each route costs a fixed amount of bureaucracy and upkeep. Establish as few routes as possible that provide enough quantity to resolve your input goods shortage. Alright, I think we're going with the Prussian market. Okay. It also looks like I need wood, so I did that expanded one, but I think I need hardwood, right? And I got some of this is even in the green. So let's maybe get that going too. Now we'll go back to our journal. Establish a trade route and fix unproductive buildings. So we're working on it. Okay, we're working on it. 3 of 4 weeks. We're still not at 5 on the productivity of the arms industries in Flanders. All right, but our trade route is completed. Huzzah! Did it! Oh, Evan Funny's in chat. Hi! I'm learning a new game, so it's a very slow stream today. How are you? Thank you so much for having me out to your charity stream. You said feel free to do your thing and ignore me. It wasn't intentional, I promise. I was establishing trade routes. It's true. I'm learning a new game. This is a game, Victoria 3, that chat has requested that I play on stream. So we're checking it out today. But here, I'm gonna pause our timeline. Have I recovered from the dunk tank? I have. I have. You know, the heater went on in the car on the way home, and then I got home and jumped right in the warm shower. It was perfect. What I have not recovered from is the amazing amount of funds that you raised for the Lupus Foundation. So huge congrats to you and the whole team and everyone involved in that fundraiser. It was so successful. It was so fun. It was so well put on. It was really awesome, and I was honored to be a part of it. So thank you for having me. And yes, that is Sandeep. That is twitch.tv/fnfunny. Please go give a follow if you have not already. Here, I'm gonna do a little shout out in chat there in case you missed the stream on Sunday. It was a good time. I'm blown away by how much was raised too. I brought some noise. I think all the like squeals and squelches, if that's even a word to describe sound, probably came from me. Maud said if I ever wanted to voice Toad in the Mario Brothers, I'd be totally set and ready to go because I like squealed every time. Yes, the literal noise. So funny. So funny. All right, I gotta check on my arms industries, but yes, it was massively successful, and I was honored to be a part of it, so thank you. Okay, I didn't fix my, oh, because these are still not upgraded yet, or only partially upgraded. Has it helped? Sandeep, do you play this game? Do you have any advice for me? Ruling Belgium? I'll take all the advice I can get. My weekly balance is going up a lot. My cash reserves are good. Why is it saying I'm not doing a good job? I feel like this looks really good. All right, what do they need me to do again? Improve the earnings of the arms industry in Flanders. Arms Industries has maintained a productivity of at least 5. I know that's not euros. What is that? Help me out, friends. There's one of the clips of me getting dunked, for sure. I think Dee and Coco were committed to getting in the dunk tank before I said I would get in there, but I do think maybe I gave them a little courage. You don't play this game, but lots of games like it. Raise sheep, lots of sheep. You've got it. Tons of sheep. Yeah, productivity of at least 5. So how did I... Because my productivity, I guess, is still only 3. How do I... Okay, 3.2. So it's slowly going up. Now my weekly balance is down somehow. Now it's back down to 3. How did my weekly balance go back down? What happened? If I expand it, it's going to give me less predicted earnings, so I don't want that. But, like, the cost of my wood has gone down. But look, it's only getting worse. Did I accidentally export the goods I need or something? Y'all, it's only getting worse. I fail. I fail at this game. What's happening? Okay, improve access to consumer goods was successfully complete. Well, I'm glad I'm doing something right because my arms industry is not it. Sun 10 random, it was CP Falcon. CP Falcon likes really complicated and especially politically involved games. So that's not surprising to me. Bolster an interest group. Bolstered interest group for 26 weeks. Tell me how. You must first of all have a law that permits it. This is defined mostly by your stance on free speech. By enacting different laws, you can grant yourself more or less power to impact this. We're about an hour into Victoria 3. And I feel like, I know they said it's okay to mess up, but I feel like I've already messed up Belgium. To such a degree. Arutha says this game screen is exactly centered at where I live. Wait. Really? Huzzah! Irdle says I blame the spin wheel. Well, the spin wheel this time, I mean, there's a lot of games on the spin wheel for the month of May. But it looks like it's going to be, from what I can see, it looks like it's going to be a lot of Sandland. Sandland has a very good chance to win. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. For sure. Quite a lot. Half is Sandland. About it. Hi, my name is Ruin says, listen, Belgium has at one point spent more than 2 years to form a government. You cannot mess up Belgium more than the Belgians have done. In the game, I messed it up. But I'm glad that I tried it, and now I know a little bit more about it. And apparently, Belgium will not be the wonderful arms dealer of the world. Sun10 Random says, I'm a Victoria local, so I took notice of your stream, and you sprained your ankle this past week. I'm so sorry. So you've been binging Victoria 3. And beyond offering to chat you through on Discord, I don't know if a 10,000-page essay in chat's the solution. Yeah, I don't know if it is either. Honestly, the learning curve on this, I think, is a bit steeper than I am ready for at this time. I've got a lot of other games that I want to get through that I feel like I'd have to invest so much time in this to get good, if you will, that whilst I would enjoy it once I understood everything, because I really do like complex management sims, I just don't know that I have the time to dedicate into getting to learn all the very specific idiosyncrasies of this game. But I enjoy that it exists, and I love that there are people like yourself that are out there trying to like help educate people and help people that want to play this game. But yeah, I mean, I would imagine if I played a lot of other games like this, well, I don't even say like this, just games from the same developer, I would probably be picking it up a lot more quickly. And that would be better. Thorine says yes, and soon you will have gotten through all of those games. I don't know if soon I will have gotten through the games. I mean, I think I will probably get through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth pretty soon. I think that we can actually finish sometime soon. Or I don't know how far I am from the end of Baldur's Gate 3, but I believe I'm still in Act 2. So I think we still have some real good time there. Not to mention Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Tsushima, which I played originally when it came out, but I kind of got bit by the fox when we played the PC port a little bit. But yeah, I think if I played more Paradox games, then I would be a little bit more. And Tears of the Kingdom, right. Lots and lots of games. Lord G, thank you so much for the hydrate reminder. I appreciate it. But folks, it is 5 p.m. where I am in Southern California, which means that it is time for me to log off and take care of family responsibilities, dinner and homework and all that good stuff. So I am going to do that. Dante's razzing me in chat. Says, girl, you're not even in actual Baldur's Gate yet. I assume we get there way later, okay? I assume we get there way later. Thank you for the stream. Heads up that tomorrow I'm streaming much earlier in the day than I typically do. Tomorrow, my son's school has an end of year performance, and he has one line that he has to say all by himself out loud in this school presentation that I'm going to tomorrow. And the school presentation is smack in the middle of when I normally stream. So because of that, I'll be streaming tomorrow in the AM, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I'll start at 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow and stream until probably about noon-ish. So if you're around early in the day tomorrow, please come on by. His one line is, says Rob, I don't know it. Well, I kind of know it, but I'm not going to say what it is. It's a mom moment that can't be missed. Exactly, Fire Eyes. I'm very much looking forward to it. Albarac, you're working open and closed tomorrow. I'm sorry. I hope your day goes by quickly for you and fairly stress-free if it can. But yeah, I just heard the little man get home right now, so I'm going to run. You'd be terrified for him. He's excited about it, so I'm excited for him. You know, I'll be sitting there like, come on, buddy, you got this. In the audience. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. We'll pass the raid love forward since Bruce was so kind to raid, and so was Good Day Internet was so kind to raid into the stream today. We'll pass that raid love forward when I'm in the goodbye screen. So with that being said, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.